Live coverage starting soon. Live coverage starting soon. Live coverage starting soon. Live coverage starting soon. Live coverage starting soon.
It's time for Kennett Indian Football. Sponsors for our broadcast include Harris Pharmacy, Glen Sane Motors, American Elite Realty, Kennett City Light Gas and Water, Baker Implement Company, Kennett Trust Bank, Keith's Pool Care, NEA Baptist Hospital, First State Community Bank, McDonald's, the Law Office of Peltz, McMullen, Edgington, and Morgan, Wilcoxon's Home Place, Sonic Drive-In of Kennett, Larry Boone and John Salmons at the Kennett Country Club, Bullock Furniture, the Law Office of Todd and Atwill, and Unico Bank. Radio sponsors include Cornerstone Pharmacy, T.R. Baker Insurance, FM Bank, Duncan Sheet Metal, the Law Office of Jeff McCormick, Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods, Pemiscot Dunklin Electric Commissioner Danny Glass, and Jim Bollinger & Sons Heating and Cooling. And now, Kennett Indian Football.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Doniphan, Missouri, Doniphan High School in Griffin Field as we get set for Kennett Indian football this evening. I'm Perry Jones. Daryl Wilcoxon is alongside, and it's a beautiful night for football. Pleasant temperatures here tonight, Daryl, and I know much welcome by fans, broadcasters, and certainly the players who have to get out and endure the conditions.
Absolutely. Last week was brutal. And I know it wasn't much better over at Ozark either, I'm sure. But it was hot as blue blazes, as they say at the Kennett press box.
Over at Ozark, they did have air conditioning for the coaches and the main press box, but I was running the stream for Portageville. It was their first live stream experience, so I ran that for that crew, and we were on top of the press box, so no such luxury. But after the sun went down, it wasn't too bad over there, and hopefully you guys didn't sweat too much in the booth at Kennett.
Well, I'll tell you that I did not lose any weight like I was hoping I would. But it was extremely hot.
Well, Kennett got a victory 49-20 over Haytide last week. A good start to the season for Coach Andrew Webster's ball club. And I know watching, the replay of that ball game, probably a game that Kennett controlled all the way and may have done some things. I know Coach Webster, when I talked to him on the coaches show, said that he would grade the team at about a B. There's some things they need to clean up. But for having such a young team, getting a victory like that over a very talented ball club. And you have athletes when you play the Haytide Indians, and the Indians of Kennett had to face that last week and came out with a big 49-20 win.
The secondary had a little issue in the second half with the Haytide quarterback. He had a good strong arm, and he had float over the top of his receiver, and the receiver just run and catch it, and we had a hard time making the tackle after he caught the football. But other than that, Kennett did really well last week. Their offense was moving real well, and they attacked the run very well against Haytide. So looking for another win possibly tonight.
Well, the Indians of Kennett facing the Doniphan Dons. Doniphan losing last week 35-6 to Kelly. That was on the road at Kelly. And the Dons with a new head coach this season, Jamison Allen. Their numbers aren't real big, and I know for Doniphan they hope to get on the right track. Their main ball carrier was Brody Wellington last week. He had well over 100 yards. Would have had over 200 yards, not for a penalty. That brought back a big run in that ball game. But Doniphan, I know Coach Webster has, tried to scout them all that he could. And, of course, with scouting Doniphan, you have to scout Coach Jamison Allen and his history as a coach and find out a little more about him. And I know the Indians of Kennett prepared here tonight. We're going to take our first pregame break. We're about 11 minutes away from kickoff. One of our great broadcast sponsors, T.R. Baker Insurance in Kennett, an independent insurance agency. They offer a variety of insurance, both commercial and personal accounts, life, health, workers' comp, and more. They've been in business and servicing the area since 1966. Give them a call for an insurance quote today. T.R. Baker Insurance in Kennett. We'll take a break. Be back with more from Doniphan as our pregame show continues right after this.
At Harris Pharmacy, you can get all of your prescriptions in one stop, and we'll even remind you when it's time to get a refill with our MedSync and Refill Reminder programs. Hi, this is Darren with Harris Pharmacy. Stop by today at 1224 First Street in Kennett for your over-the-counter and prescription needs. You can come through the drive-thru or we deliver for free inside the city limits of Kennett. We also offer flu, shingles, and pneumonia vaccines. Come see us today at Harris Pharmacy in Kennett. Good luck, Indians. The staff here at Harris Pharmacy are proud supporters of KHS football. We'd like to wish the team a safe and successful year.
At Todd and Atwill LLP in Kennett, your situation matters. They understand that unfortunate circumstances arise and are here to provide the legal services you need with integrity and care. Partnering attorneys Darren Todd and Lee Atwill are committed to providing the best legal representation possible. They specialize in personal injury, criminal defense, social security disability, bankruptcies, and more. Visit toddatwill.com for more information. Todd and Atwill LLP. Proud to support the Kennett Indians.
Get the perfect lunch for just $5 at Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's 10 all-white meat chicken nuggets for only $5. Get dinner on the table fast with KFC's $20 fill-up. 4 pieces of chicken, 12 chicken nuggets, 4 biscuits, fries, and 4 dipping sauces for just $20. Order ahead at KFC.com or get it delivered with DoorDash. Download the KFC app to unlock more finger-licking benefits. Get the perfect lunch at KFC for just $5 or make it a chicken night with KFC's $20 fill-up.
You all hear me tell the stories on our Glen St. ads, and I enjoy people coming to me and referring to certain stories. Some of these stories go way back. We will continue to tell stories, mention our troops, and telling our customers how much our families appreciate their business. Our people always look forward to seeing you. We want you to enjoy your visit. Best price, best service. Glen St. and God bless our troops.
Perry Jones and Darrell Wilcoxon back at Griffin Field at Doniphan High School as we get set for Kennett Indian football. Dons take to the field. Indians still awaiting their appearance out after taking the pregame warm-ups. One of our great sponsors is the law office of Jeff McCormick. He can help with criminal defense, divorce, and family law, personal injury claims. Jeff McCormick reminds you, if you think you need a lawyer, you probably do. Located at 304 Kennett Street. Give him a call, 888-4357, and get the help you need. Darrell Wilcoxon has some stats from last week's game, and I tell you, these young Kennett players, some of them had a very impressive first game of the season.
Yeah, Pittman on the ground, 14 carries for 134 yards. One of them was a really long one, but still, that's impressive. 14 carries for 134 yards. And Tyquavius Jones, some of them call him Ty, some of them call him DJ. Anyway, he threw 10 of 15. He was 10 of 15 in the air for 224 yards, threw for 3 touchdowns. And, of course, your stalwarts, Caleb Duncan, and this year Spencer Potts. He had a couple of TDs last week, 94 yards. And Caleb had a couple of receptions for 76 yards. I mean, they really had a good offensive night, and defense was good. Anytime you give up 20 points, you'd like to have less than that. But they did a really good job, and I can't be prouder of the offensive last week. So hopefully they'll do it equally as well, if not even better.
Coach Andrew Webster said that he feels like the key to this game and all games is to win the turnover battle, and I know that's something they're going to be focused on and probably clean up some of the mistakes that they had from week 1. That's what he's looking at here at Doniphan, but more importantly, get a victory and go 2-0 in the season. We'll take another pregame break. We're still about 6.5 minutes away from kickoff as the Kennett Indians about to take to the field. Cornerstone Pharmacy on the square in Kennett, where you can get all your prescriptions filled at one time without several trips back to the pharmacy each month. They even have curbside pickup, 888-9094 on 1st Street in Kennett. We'll take our final pregame break before kickoff. Be back with the coin toss and opening kickoff from Doniphan right after this.
Here's Nacho.
I'm Chase Birch, the branch manager and loan officer at Unico Bank in Kennett. I specialize in agricultural and commercial lending. At Unico Bank, we pride ourselves in working for our customers by having the knowledge and experience to best serve them, no matter what their banking needs may be. If you have a question about any of our banking services, just give me or any of our staff a call at 573-888-8808 or stop by 1115 Independence Avenue here in Kennett. Unico Bank, your homegrown bank. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
CLGW makes it easy to work or play online with their fiber internet service available for residential or business use. CLGW Fiber Internet offers lightning-fast connection speeds with a larger bandwidth for faster data transmission and no data caps. Packages start as low as $19.99 per month with no contracts, and it's billed right with your utilities. CLGW is local, which means faster service times for outages and trouble calls and local technicians when you call in. Call CLGW today for more info, 888-5366, or online at clgw.net.
At Sonic Drive-In in Kennett, our priority isn't just great service, it's great experiences. Whether you're coming for a cherry limeade on your lunch break or picking up shakes with your team after a big win, we're ready for you. Want a burger for breakfast or breakfast for dinner? No problem. We serve our full menu all day long, delivered with a smile. This is how we Sonic. Order through the Sonic app and get half-price drinks and slushes all day long. Open till midnight. Sonic Drive-In, 1101 First Street in Kennett.
At First State Community Bank, we pride ourselves on our personal, friendly approach, and our commitment to the community makes us an effective business partner. That's why we're proud to announce that our efforts have earned us the title of Best In-State Bank for the state of Missouri, awarded by Forbes. We are incredibly grateful to our customers who allow us to be their trusted financial partner. Thank you for your confidence in FSCB and for this recognition as one of the best banks in the state. First State Community Bank. Success starts here. Member FDIC. Online at fscb.com.
Perry Jones, Darrell Wilcoxon back at Doniphan High School, Griffin Field, as we get set for the coin toss here. Kennett and Doniphan. As another one of our great broadcast sponsors is FM Bank. We appreciate FM Bank. They're at 500 Independence Avenue in Kennett. Full-service bank where decisions are made locally. Auto, home, commercial, and agricultural loans online at myfm.bank. To FM Bank, people matter. An equal housing lender, member FDIC. Probably need to hand Tad the microphone because we have set up a lot of streaming options for you. Kennett Indian football, of course, available on Facebook, but Facebook is so hit and miss. We also have KTMO's YouTube channel that we have going on, and we have KTMO TV. That's the one I wanted to talk about. KTMOradio.com. That's the website, and you'll see a drop-down button that says Video Streams. If you want to watch our game, if you wanted to switch over and watch the Caruthersville Park Hill Central game, all you have to do is click on the drop-down box. You can see that. Or Portersville at Hayti, we also have a live stream there of that. So those games and live streams going on. The captains making their way out to center field here. Of course, we're also on Twitter, KTMO's Twitter page, and Twix. Kicks, that's a new platform that we're trying, but lots of different options so you can listen and watch our video. And, of course, at KBOAradio.com, we're coming to you on KBOA FM 105.5. KBOAradio.com, an audio stream there. So we have so many options for you to listen, of course, over the radio broadcast antenna is another option, but we give you lots of ways to follow the action and also some more actions here this week as they're talking to the captains. Other games of interest real quick here. Caruthersville at Park Hill Central. We have that live stream on the KCRV streaming platforms. Portageville at Hayti. That's on the KMIS streaming platforms. New Madrid at East Prairie tonight. Dexter at Sykeston. Poplar Bluff at Valley View and Jonesboro. Malden at Kelly. And Valley Catholic hosts Festus this evening. Darrell, who's going to win this coin toss?
Well,
if they ever have it.
I don't know. What last week, Kennett won, and believe it or not, they chose to get the football. Several years in a row, we'd win the toss, and we defer to the second half. Last week, we took the football, and we'll see what happens. I think Kennett's won it. Well, no, they're just still there.
Yeah, they're still there.
There it finally goes.
Now they're going to straighten things out. We're going to see who gets the football. Kennett won, and Kennett wants the football. You are exactly right. Coach Webster wants to put the ball in the hands of his team and try to put some points on the board. The officials, and I just saw the officials made the Kennett players pull their pants down below their knees. That's a area of emphasis this year. They can even give you 15-yard penalties and take you out of the game for a play, or eject the coach after the third warning of that. So that's something that all teams and the officials right then trying to tell the guys before the game starts, pull your pants down over your knees. That could help with a knee injury, but there's not a lot of padding in those football pants.
No, there's not. And I'm looking out there. There's several guys that need some longer breeches if they're going to get them down below their knees.
The creeks could rise in Doniphan, and those guys aren't going to get their breeches wet. That's for sure. Another great Kennett Indian broadcast sponsor is Pemiscott Dunklin Electric. Director Danny Glass. We appreciate Danny. He has always been a great sponsor of our broadcast. He's happy to help support these broadcasts of high school sports, not just Kennett, but all the area teams. He wishes the Kennett Indians good luck this season. Indians take to the field. The sun sets behind the end zone. We are pretty much all in the shade here at Griffin Field, and beautiful night for football.
Absolutely. We've got Dismukes and Marquez Pittman back deep for Kennett to receive.
I wouldn't be real surprised here if we don't see a squib kick or an onside type kick, so we'll have to be alert to that.
Well, if I was them, I wouldn't want to kick it to the two guys at the deep end there.
Dismukes. Doing the kicking for Doniphan, number 50, Caden Buffington.
Buffington, their kicker, has it teed up. Ball leaned way back toward him, the top of the ball, as he steps into it, and he does kick a line drive down the center of the field. It bounces, now picked up in the backfield and brought straight forward. Big hole up the middle of the field, still on his feet, cuts out across the 35 before the tackle is made, and a pretty nice return that time by the Indians after Dismukes came up with it. That line drive, it kind of got away from him, but picked it up in decent field position for Kennett.
About a 27-yard return for Dismukes.
35-yard line to start 1st and 10. Kennett.
The important thing there is just grab the football. That's the first thing, and then Dismukes, with his ability, took it up the field. Empty backfield for the Kennett quarterback. Ty Jones, I'm going to call him Ty because I'm familiar with that name, 5'10", 160-pound sophomore. Man in motion is Pittman, left to right, and they'll pitch it to Pittman. He'll take the toss, turn the corner, hurdle a couple of people, and he'll have a pretty good gain out over the 45-yard line, close to a first down.
I believe they're going to give it to him.
Yeah, he gets out close to the 46-yard line.
First down for Kennett.
You give a guy like Pittman, he goes 6 foot 185, good speed, and he's a load to bring down when he is running full speed when he hits the line of scrimmage. That's what he did that time. Get an empty backfield. Twin receivers right and left for Jones, the quarterback. The sophomore slaps his hands, takes the snap, looks left, now throws a slant pass complete to Morrison across midfield and to the 48-yard line of Doniphan. Good pass that time from Jones to Morrison, the senior wide receiver. That gained 6 yards, 2nd and 4 for Kennett. Right now, Jones has all the time he wants setting back in that pocket. He lets his receivers break free. Again, empty backfield. Jones, the only man back there. Twin receivers right and left for Kennett on 2nd and 4. Now Jones will send Caleb Duncan to set up on the right side. The tight end is set, and here's Jones. Takes the snap. Now he's going to run. Has some running room inside the 45. Has the first down to the 41-yard line. Jones with a quarterback keeper, a little quarterback draw, and that will move the chains again for the Kennett Indians as they are on the move. 10:57 to play, first quarter. Opening drive of the ball game.
I think Coach Webster's on to something, taking the ball first when you get a chance.
This time one receiver out to the right, that's Jack Morrison. The receiver to the left is Potts. Ty Jones goes under center this time, has a running back behind him, takes the snap, hands it off to the tailback, and that's Pittman. Pittman goes right and is upended at the line of scrimmage. Might have got to the 40. That'll be a gain of about a yard on the play, a short yard. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Marquise Pittman.
And they got to him pretty quick that time.
A 1-yard gain.
It's so rare you see quarterbacks go under center unless you're expecting a quarterback sneak these days, but that was the case that time, and not a lot of running room for the running back Pittman. This time Jones again will be under center. Pittman will be the tailback. A tight end to the right side is Duncan in the formation. And again, Pittman gets the carry, goes straight ahead. Carries a couple of men with him. Dons will drag him down at the 34, but a nice pickup on the play of about 6 yards. It'll be 3rd down and a long 3 for Kennett.
Marquise Pittman
going to be closer to 4 as they spot it just inside the 35-yard line. 4 down territory here for Kennett. 2 receivers to the right. Now twin backs split on both sides of Jones, the quarterback. One of those backs, Caleb Duncan, goes in motion to the right side. They'll hand it off. Little draw play, and the running back has the first down. That's Henson with the carry. The senior gets down to the 29-yard line, move the chains for the Kennett Indians.
Henson running the ball.
Right now, the Indians showing a lot of different looks offensively.
A little bit of pass, a whole lot of run, under center, shotgun.
9 minutes to go, first quarter. Ty Jones, DJ Jones, whatever you want to call him. The quarterback has been very impressive, just a sophomore. Again, has a couple of backs flanking him. One of those, the tight end, Caleb Duncan. Henson, the other back, to the right side. Duncan goes in motion. Now they'll throw the little screen pass out. That's a lateral as it goes through Duncan's hands, and Doniphan will bring him down back at the 43-yard line. That pass a little bit too hard for Caleb. Tried to get the hands up, but a flag down is in the backfield. So hold on here. Let's see what we've got. As it is, that would be a big loss on the play. Back to the 43-yard line.
14-yard loss on that play if they...
They're talking to Doniphan, so that's
not good.
No, that probably means it's a...
they're going to wave it off, I bet you.
Penalty, a hold on Kennett, and they will wave that one off.
And a holding call against Kennett declined by Doniphan.
So that will put the football back at the 43-yard line and bring up 2nd down. Kennett will have to get just inside the 20. So they'll need almost 24 yards to move the chains here. They'll have 3 downs to try to get there. That's the type of mistake I know Coach Webster wanted to clean up. A good drive underway, and just one play like that really kills the momentum. See if they can overcome that mistake. Twin receivers right, twins to the left, and Ty Jones, the quarterback, out of the shotgun on 2nd and 24. Henson in motion. Now Jones steps in the pocket. Screen pass is complete to Taylor. Caden Taylor, the tight end, rattled down inside the 35, falls down to the 32-yard line.
To number 44, Caden Taylor.
A little tight end screen that side, and Taylor with good size, 6'1", 195. And that will bring up 3rd down and about 12 to go for Kennett.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 12.
This is definitely 4 down territory, though, for Kennett. So get another good chunk of it here.
Absolutely. I'd like to see a pass to Spencer Potts.
I have never seen a formation like this. Every player was lined up, looked like a ladder. Now they split out. Out of the shotgun, Jones takes the snap, has a little pressure, rolls right, throws it right into the hands of a Don, and he drops it, and that should have been an interception. Oh, my goodness. Joel Rhines, a senior defensive lineman, was right there. It hit him right in the hands, and he dropped it.
He's probably slapping his helmet several times because that was right at him.
That was a case where Jones, the sophomore quarterback, had tons of room to run it. He could have picked up maybe the first down if he just would have turned it upfield. Good athlete, and that brings up 4th down after the incomplete pass. 4th and 13 needed for Kennett as Coach Webster looks at his play sheet and tries to dial up a winner here. 7:19 to play, first quarter, opening drive of the ball game.
Hoping he gave him the play that gets him at least 14 yards.
We need 14 yards, that's for sure. Or 13 in the length of the football, maybe. Twin receivers to the left. Backs are split. Now Duncan out of the backfield, the tight end, and a slot to the right side. Jones has the snap and lots of time. Now he's being pressured, steps up, hit as he throws it, and the pass is intercepted at the 22-23-yard line. Actually, that not a bad thing because they would have had it at the 29-yard line. Instead, they have it at the 23 after the interception.
It could have been a lot worse because he was just about caught back here.
Defensive play by Doniphan.
Guy hit him with when he was throwing it, hit him on the right side where he was throwing the ball.
He held it a little bit too long that time. That was the first time Doniphan had really got some pressure on him. But the right-handed thrower was going to his left, and it's hard to throw a lot of times for a right-handed thrower going to his left and has that pressure around him.
That's the last two plays were two plays that he actually should have gone ahead and run the football because he had an open field to go.
7:11 to go, first quarter, and Doniphan with their first opportunity. Cliff Hodo is their quarterback, and whistles blow, and now they get everything settled out. One receiver out to the left, two receivers out to the right side for Doniphan. And now they're going to have some sort of penalty against Doniphan, a procedure penalty, before this one ever starts. So that will back the Dons up, and they'll have a 1st and 15. Thank you very much. Again, Hodo.
On the play against Doniphan, play clock had run out.
Oh, okay. They had a delay of game, so you don't see that on a change of possession. Hodo drops the snap, and he picks it up back at the 6, and Kennett swarms him under.
Puts Doniphan in trouble there.
Well, they had a delay of game and a bad snap, and Doniphan's going toward the Kennett end zone. They're down at the Doniphan 7.
Get them to do that again, and maybe we can recover it in the end zone.
Clock is running, 6:46 to play here in the first quarter. Kennett with an opening drive that stalled out after a very impressive start. One bad play really took him out of that drive. Now Doniphan going the opposite direction. They'll air it out down the sideline. This pass is up, intercepted by the Indians. And a great job by Kennett going up to get that one was Jack Morrison, the senior.
Pass intercepted.
Just a little too much height on it.
And the intended receiver,
what little wind we have kind of held that up.
Was able to make the tackle.
Gave it an opportunity for Morrison to pick it off.
Now has
Doniphan saw the second half of that Hayti game, I'll promise you, and they thought they might be able to beat some of the Kennett secondary, and that time Kennett with the interception. They get the ball back at the 34-yard line of Doniphan. So great field position. Now we're going to have a timeout on the field, so we'll take one as well. Official timeout, 6:28 to play first quarter. Scoreless, Kennett with the ball at the 34, Doniphan. Back with more right after this.
Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whenever you want. In your life and on your farm, Case IH AFS Connect gives you more control. Monitor your operation, manage your fleet and your farm data your way. Case IH. Rethink productivity.
Delicious deals for delicious meals at McDonald's. Get exclusive deals on your McDonald's favorites in the McDonald's app with contactless mobile order and convenient drive-thru pickup. Get a free large fries when you download the McDonald's app and join My McDonald's Rewards. Download it today. Your local Kennett McDonald's has been serving the Kennett community for over 30 years and is proud to support area youth.
All your friends at the local McDonald's wish the Kennett Indians a safe and successful season. Go Indians!
We are back after the official timeout as Portageville goes up over Hayti 7-0. Park Hills are 8-0. Park Hill Central and Caruthersville still scoreless. We're scoreless here, but after the interception, second drive for Kennett, great field position at the Doniphan 34. Jones, the quarterback, takes the snap and hands it off. Straight ahead running is Pittman. Good carry inside the 30, down to about the 28. Good positive gain on first down, about 5 yards. Just don't make a mistake, Darryl, and I think you give it to Marquise Pittman, and you're probably going to get positive yardage and probably put some points on the board.
I think you're right. He's a good runner. He's kind of a straight-up runner. He doesn't bend over much. He's kind of more of a stand-up runner, but I guess it depends on who is the defense, and so.
Jones under center this time to take the snap, and he bobbles the snap, and he rolls right, decides to run, and he cuts it inside, has the first down. That time, Ty Jones kind of bobbled the snap when he turned around. There wasn't anyone there, and kind of patted it from the left hand to the right hand and grabbed it and turned the corner and picked up a first down. 1st and 10 Indians. 21-yard line of Doniphan. 5:40 to go first quarter.
The ball brought down by number 50, Caden Buffington. 1st and 10 for
That's
Kennett.
the sign of a quarterback that's getting a little more maturity when things don't go right. Make the best out of it, and he did that time.
Happen.
You bet. Again, Jones under center. Pittman, the tailback, behind him. Duncan, the tight end, on the left side of the line, and Pittman this time straight ahead, short yardage. Gets inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line. Gain of 3 on first down. But again, good positive yardage. Just don't make a penalty or go backward. And
yeah, Pittman started kind of like this last week. He was a little slow start, but then they reeled off a really long run, and
made by number 15.
He's got some speed.
And number 51, Joe Rhines.
Ty Jones, the sophomore quarterback, sets up under center once again. Receiver to the right and left. Pittman, the back in the backfield. Jones takes the snap again to Pittman. Straight ahead. Here's a good hole for Pittman. Runs over to Dons. Fumbles it. It's loose in the end zone, and Doniphan is going to recover. Oh, he fumbled it, so that's going to be a touchback. He fumbled at about the 2-yard line. Someone knocked it out of his hands. A Doniphan player falls on it in the end zone.
They've got a player down as well.
And one of the Doniphan players injured on the play. I think the player that landed on the football is injured. Might have knocked the breath out of him as he was trying to dive on that football. They will check on the injured player. But Kennett, on the first drive, a costly mistake that put him behind the chains. And that time, Pittman going to the end zone, fumbles it, trying to split 2 defenders. And Kennett comes up empty. 4:24 to play first quarter. Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods, not just a name, they're a tradition. For over 60 years, Skeeter Kell has been the premier sports provider of area teams, coaches, and players. Wishing the Kennett Indians and all area teams the best of luck this season. When you need sporting goods, it's Skeeter Kell. They continue to check on the injured player. Now he's up and gets a round of applause. Park Hill Central leads Caruthersville 7-6, just getting that score in. Park Hill's district opponent of the Kennett Indians this season, and tell Caruthersville, tell you what, if they play with Park Hills, who put a thumping on Poplar Bluff, you're going to see what Caruthersville's about, a future opponent of the Kennett Indians.
Absolutely. Thank goodness. I think we play them at home. That may or may not come to be a factor, but.
And then on the road to Valley Catholic, who lost last week, and they have a tough game this week as well. So we'll see if Valley Catholic could possibly start the season 0-3. And that hasn't happened in many, many years.
It was interesting. I saw the Valley Catholic has moved down in class.
They're down to Class 2. But in the same class as Lamar. Low snap, and again, Hodo picks it up and brought down in the backfield. And I'll tell you what, the Kennett Indians are just all in the backfield. Chris Jefferson that time with his great athletic ability. 6 foot, 185-pound defensive end. And he was back there about the time the ball got to Hodo. Loss of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 13 coming up. Again, Hodo, the junior, out of the shotgun. Kennett shows blitz, and Duncan comes on the blitz. Hodo steps it up, avoids the first man and gets back to the 15, but that's going to be a loss of 2 as he couldn't get back to the line of scrimmage. And again, Kennett just pinning their ears back and going after the quarterback.
Yeah, they're trying to time that snap, and you can see them. They're anxious. They're kind of rocking a little bit, and when they hear that snap or see that snap, they're gone.
3rd and 15.
3rd and 15 for the Dons after the loss of 2. 3:18 to play first quarter from the Doniphan 15-yard line. I don't think the Kennett Indians are too concerned about the passing game of Doniphan. That's for certain. They have everybody up along the line of scrimmage. Now a direct snap to the tailback, and he's going to lose. That's Wellington, who was their big ball carrier last week. And now a flag comes in late, and we may have a personal foul against Kennett. We had some activity way after the play, and if that's a 15-yard penalty, Darryl, that's the type of thing that I know just frustrates the Kennett coaching staff to no end.
Yeah, you said that they want to try to clean up some things from last week's ball game. Hard to do on a team that your team feels like they should beat them really easily. So they go out there a little lax, and this you see what you have here. You've had two losses on the football, and then you got a penalty.
And that personal foul penalty against the Indians takes the football all the way to the 38-yard line and a first down Doniphan. Kennett doing everything they can to keep Doniphan in this ball game right now because they very easily could be up 14-0.
The only good thing is on paper they've got they're in the minus for their offense, but still yet.
Their best play has been penalty yardage. Now the back Wellington will fall down, and that's a big loss on the play. I don't think Doniphan's going to beat Kennett from the line of scrimmage. I don't know. Kennett may beat themselves. But that's a loss of about 5 yards on the play. Second and 15 yards to go, back to the 33-yard line.
They don't get something going offensively, they're going to need another penalty just to get somewhere near positive yardage.
2nd and 15, the Indians defensively have just been solid again. They're not too concerned about Doniphan throwing the ball. Their only pass attempt was intercepted. And again, Kennett with a high snap. They're coming after him, and picking it up is Wellington, and he's brought down back at the 18. That one was over the head of everybody, and they're lucky Kennett didn't fall on the ball, but now it's going to be 3rd down and forever for Doniphan. Back at the 18-yard line, they have to get out to the 48-yard line of Doniphan to pick up the first down.
Going to bring up 3rd down and 34 yards for
that's a long way, 3rd and 34.
Call that one out of the playbook. Okay, this is our 3rd and 34 play. Cliff Hodo, the junior quarterback, is in the backfield. Now looks like Wellington is the back beside him. They'll get the snap, and they'll try to throw the screen pass, but over the head of Wellington. Again, Kennett bringing the heat with every play. That's incomplete, and it's 4th down and 34 yards to go. So I would expect a punt here from the Dons, and I would expect Kennett to try to get a block on this punt.
That would be really good.
So far, the Dons front has not been able to hold Kennett out of the backfield.
Back to receive for
Huffington
Kennett, number 24.
Stands at his own 6-yard line. Pittman stands at midfield for the possible return. Again, no penalties here. Let's get the football back and get some points. They get the punt away, and a short kick angles toward the near sideline. And it takes a Doniphan roll and going to go all the way down to the 35-yard line. It landed shy of midfield, Darryl, and went straight down the sideline.
It was going toward that sideline. I thought, well, it's going to go out of bounds about the Kennett bench.
Well, and there's a ditch just behind the Kennett bench, and you know the field slopes that way, and that ball stayed in bounds and went 15 yards.
That was a great butt play.
Yeah, that was an outstanding punt, as it turned out.
The 46.
This is about where Kennett started their first drive, right around the 35-yard line. So 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Let's start all over again and see if we can put it together here and put some points on the board. Still scoreless from Doniphan.
Ball placed on the 36-yard line.
I'm seeing that score, Portersville leading Hayti 16-0. That's
Gonna be 1st and 10
not making me feel as good about last week's win, seeing that. But
Portersville's for real. They played Savannah, and Savannah's they were, I think, a Final Four team last year, but they are Portersville's for real this year. And in Class 1, they could be a factor, or Class 2. Here's a quarterback, Jones, on the keeper. Good gain by Jones, and a flag comes in. I bet we have a hold. That
penalty
came in.
Flag on the play, number 16.
And this is going to bring this 10-yard run back.
The Indians.
It's either a hold or a blindside block.
Well, it may be a blindside block is what it appears to be.
It looked to me like the guy was facing him when he hit him, but
another Kennett penalty will back them up from the spot of the foul. They'll put the football down at the 28-yard line.
Blocking the back, the penalty against Kennett. That's going to bring the ball back.
And evidently Caruthersville's for real this year.
Yeah, Caruthersville. They've got some. They're excited about their young players. They played a lot last year and took some beatings, but always a talented ball club. 1st and 20 for the Indians from the 26. See if we can do something positive here. Pitch goes right side. That's Pittman turning the corner and runs over a few defenders before he's knocked out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd down and long for Kennett.
Number 24 doing the running for.
Didn't get a lot of running room on the right side. Looks like he may just pick up about a yard. I thought he might have had a little more than that.
I did too. I thought he was going down the sidelines, but evidently he stepped out of bounds. Because he's almost.
Yeah, just about to where they started the last play. Now they're going to say 2nd and 17, but that looks about like 2nd and 20 from our vantage point. That'll end the first quarter. We're scoreless from Doniphan. Kennett with the ball with a 2nd and 17 when we start the second quarter. Back in 1 minute.
At American Elite Realty, your business is appreciated. They are locally owned and support the communities you live in. Their professional agents can help you find your new home or commercial property. They work closely with your lender to make the buying process easy. Contact a professional agent at 573-888-5373 or view their listings at AmericanEliteRealty.com. Tina Privet, broker, an equal housing opportunity company.
American Elite Realty is proud to support the Kennett Indians and wishes them a successful season.
Tee it up at the Kennett Country Club. They currently have a membership special where your first month is free. Non-members can play with a green fee, and cart rentals are available. Hit range balls from daylight till dark with their new range ball dispenser. See the great selection of Rescue, FootJoy, Vineyard Vine, and Callaway clothing, plus hats, gloves, and all the accessories. Tee it up at the Kennett Country Club. Get your team signed up for the 3-person scramble September 9th and 10th at the Kennett Country Club.
0-0 after 1 quarter. Kennett will have the football on the 28-yard line, their own 28, with a 2nd and 17. Let's forget about the first quarter, Darryl. And you made a good point while we were talking, but you know, with a team like Doniphan, you let them stay in it. Before long, they think we can play with these guys.
Yeah, and if they ever get their offense going at all, they're thinking, hey, we not only can play with them, we might be able to beat them. I want to say hello to my grandkids. They're at home listening to the ball game with their Tricky.
All right. Labor Day weekend, if you're out traveling, and we hope you have a safe and happy Labor Day weekend. Be safe on the roads. Know a lot of people trying to tune in, listen in as they're traveling to their holiday destination here. 2nd and 17 for Kennett as we start the second quarter. Jones out of the shotgun. Twins right and left are the receivers, and Jones will step up, has tons of room, gets a nice cutback along the sidelines, and just about picks up the first down. We'll see where they say he steps out. They're going to mark him just shy of the chains by a yard or two, but that was, again, Ty Jones, if he'll do that, has good speed. He's a shifty runner. He can be another threat back there, and he picked up about 15 of the 17 there.
keeps the ball.
I tell you, that was a good and good decision. You know, he's been known to try to stay back there and try to find him a receiver instead of taking off. That was a great decision on his part.
3rd and 2 from the Kennett 42. Now Jones under center, Pittman the tailback. Duncan will now be a blocking back in the backfield. Doniphan crowds the line of scrimmage. They'll give it to Pittman. Pittman has a first down and more across midfield. Falls down to the 49-yard line. So move the chains for Kennett. Good straight ahead running. Pittman's helmet comes off. He will have to come out of the ball game. But that was a nice job to overcome the long situation. A nice run by the sophomore quarterback, and then Pittman powering straight ahead.
Pittman able to get a first down for Kennett.
Well, he's up to about 54 yards. I counted that good run. He went toward the end zone, but then he fumbled at the 2-yard line. But still no score on the board.
Yeah, yardage-wise, Kennett has been in control, but points-wise, we're even at 0-0. Jones under center. This time hands off to the back. This time it's Henson. Henson cuts to his left, tries to get around the corner, and is drugged down on the sideline, but another nice pickup, maybe 6 yards on the play. That was real close to having a horse collar on the other side, but I don't think his arm was long enough to get the collar.
I think all he got was a little bit of jersey. Couldn't get there, but it was close.
2nd and 5.
Football is spotted at the 44-yard line of Doniphan. 2nd and 5 for the Indians after Colin Henson's 5-yard run. Jones goes back under center. Pittman is back in there at the tailback position. Duncan, the tight end, on the left side of the line. That time Pittman gets the carry. Almost dropped the football, but
actually that's Jamiko
Tolliver.
Tolliver.
It is Tolliver for his first carry of the ball game, the sophomore. So Tolliver was in there. Tolliver almost dropped it.
He did.
Wrapped his hands around it. Made a positive gain.
Looked like a hot potato for a minute, and he finally grabbed hold of it.
2nd and 2 for Kennett. Football at the 38-yard line of Doniphan. Again, Tolliver, the sophomore, the back of the backfield. Ty Jones, the sophomore quarterback, sends a man in motion. That's Jack Morrison. They'll pitch it to Morrison. Morrison turns a corner. First down. Jack inside the 30 before he's knocked off his feet. That'll be a first down for Kennett. No flags on the play. And
first down for Kennett.
Nice play call and a nice run by the senior, Jack Morrison.
Morrison brought down by number 2, Cliff Hodo.
1st and 10, Kennett. The football just inside the 30. We'll call it at the 29-yard line. First and 10, Kennett. Couple of backs in the backfield. Caleb Duncan to the left of the quarterback, Jones. To the right is Tolliver. And out of the shotgun is Jones. He sends Duncan in motion, hands it off to Tolliver, and Jamiko is wrapped up and may have got back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. A lot of black jerseys over on the left side of that offensive line getting some penetration. One of the Doniphan players slow to get up. I don't know if this is a cramp. He was trying to get up, couldn't, and they will come out and look at the player who gets up slowly now. Jim Bollinger and Sons, they're the place to call for your heat, air, plumbing, and electrical needs. They can do it all with locations in Kennett and Dexter. Give them a call, 888-3687. 2nd and 10, so no gain on that play for the Indians of Kennett.
Good point, no loss either. So
yeah, no loss.
Which looked like that was going to happen. But
we'll have all the scores for you at the halftime as 8:48 to go here in the second quarter. And we're scoreless here, but they're putting up a lot of points over at Park Hill Central. Now Park Hill Central leading Caruthersville 21-14. That has been a shootout so far.
Almost a 20-degree difference in last week's game and this week's.
Very pleasant here at Doniphan as we sit with the large trees and behind us. We hope there are no bears and copperheads that come down the hillside. They warned us that deer may come down behind us during the ball game.
I don't have anything to feed them.
Yeah, deer we can handle, but the bears, let's keep out of here. Snap to Jones. He spins right, and a flag flies in. Pass is complete to Duncan. Duncan on his feet inside the 20. Gets down to about the 10. A big gain on the play, but you can almost bet this is going to come back.
It could be an offsides, though.
We hope so.
Number 20,
illegal formation is the call.
Able to gain some yardage, brought down, though, by number 21, Jaden Billings, and there is a flag.
Well, this one's going to come back, no doubt. They're talking to Doniphan, but Caleb Duncan had it down around the 20-yard line. That was a pickup of about 20 yards on that play, and it's all for nothing. Illegal motion, illegal formation.
Illegal shift.
Against Kennett.
Called against Kennett.
That'll wipe off a 20-yard gain and back them up 5 more.
Another instance of a younger team than what we've had in past years, and you'll have mistakes like that, but that's what Coach Webster was trying to avoid tonight.
2nd and 15 for Kennett. 3 receivers to the near side. Jones out of the pistol formation. He has Marquise Pittman right behind him, the running back, and he'll throw the screen pass out to Duncan again. Duncan inside the 30 is knocked out of bounds along the sideline. Good pursuit that time by Doniphan, but a decent pickup on 2nd and long. That makes it, after a gain of about 8 yards, 3rd and we'll call it about 8
Duncan,
to pick up the first down.
Number 2, Cliff Hodo.
Getting it over toward the sideline. Coach Webster and his coaching staff send the play in. 3rd and 8 for Kennett. Football at the 28-yard line of Doniphan.
3rd and 8.
Jones out of the shotgun. Marquise Pittman, the tailback, behind him. Duncan at a receiver position, now sets up as a tight end on the right side of the line. They'll take the snap. Jones almost dropped that one, throws it out in the flat, had Pittman wide open, but threw it out in front of him, and it's incomplete, and it'll be 4th and 8. He was so wide open, I think Jones that time kind of thought, oh, my.
Yeah, I think he thought he'll cut it upfield, but Pittman was thinking, well, he'll throw it right to me.
Catch it and run.
Yeah.
Instead, it was about 4 yards out in front of Pittman. He couldn't get there, and it's 4th and 8 for the Indians.
Here could be another possibility of having a good drive, stall out, and not score again.
We are still scoreless. 7:47 to play, 2nd quarter from Doniphan. See if we can pick up this 4th and 8. 2 receivers out to the left side. That is Morrison and Potts. 2 backs surrounding Ty Jones out of the shotgun. One is Duncan. He's to the right side. The back to the left side is Marquise Pittman. Caden Taylor, the tight end, lines up over on the right side of that offensive line. Kennett needs 8 yards to keep the drive alive. Jones gets the snap, hands it off. Now a little reverse. Now they're going to throw it on the reverse. Down the field, man wide open. Touchdown, Taylor. Morrison to Taylor. He threw a strike, and Jack Morrison, the senior, with a touchdown pass. What a play call. Caden Taylor, the tight end. I mentioned he was on the right side of the line. He sneaked into the end zone. No one was looking at him, and Morrison, the wide receiver, took the pitch, set up, and threw a strike. 6-0 Kennett.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
7:39 to play, 2nd quarter. Kennett finally getting on the board. Caden Taylor will try to kick the extra point for Kennett. Morrison, who threw the touchdown pass to hold. This kick is partially blocked. There's a lot of penetration on the left side, and it's no good. 6-0 Kennett, 7:39 to play, 2nd quarter. Back with more in 1 minute.
Hey, this is Daryl Wilcoxon with Wilcoxon's Home Place on the South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. We're getting new products in every week and would like to help you make your place a show place. Living room suites, recliners, including lift chairs, bedroom suites, mattress sets with adjustable bases, appliances, and TVs. We have several payment options available. Come see us at Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, 901 South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. A family furniture tradition for over 70 years.
Everything Barbecue has over 300 rubs and sauces with a tasting station so you can try before you buy. Purchase 5 sauces or rubs, get 1 free, plus a year's supply of pellets with the purchase of a wood pellet grill. Choose from Traeger, Smokin' Brothers, Myron Mixon, PK Grills, Weber, Oklahoma Joe, Kamado Joe, or Blackstone. They also carry Uni pizza ovens, ThermoWorks thermometers, and have a large selection of grilling accessories, fuels, cutting boards, and handmade charcuterie boards. Everything Barbecue. Inside Keith's Pool Care, 1215 Independence Avenue in Kennett.
Perry Jones, Darrell Wilcoxon back at Doniphan as we come to you from Griffin Field. Indians score their first score of the ball game, 7:39 to go second quarter, and lead 6-0. Caden Taylor will kick it away for the Indians. Taylor with a touchdown reception, Jack Morrison with a touchdown pass. Kennett's first kickoff of the ball game, a line drive taken by the Dons at about the 25, up over the 30, and a big hit. The ball may have popped loose. They scramble for it, and I believe Doniphan, some of the coaches may feel like that Kennett got it. We'll see. Now they're going to say Doniphan with the ball. So Doniphan comes up with the football, a big hit that time on the return, and good coverage downfield.
He had a little bit of room, went up the middle, and all of a sudden – there was a Kennett player and just really stuck him hard.
15.
Football will be at the 36-yard line of Doniphan as they start this drive. 7:34 to play, second quarter.
36-yard line. It's going to be first and
so
10
far,
for
I would
Doniphan.
guess Doniphan's total offense has a minus in front of it in this ball game. Darrell will have some halftime stats for us, but they have had a hard time getting anything going. They've thrown 1 interception, lots of snaps over the quarterback's head, and lots of pressure by Kennett in the backfield. And they've been unable to get anything going. Now the quarterback, a different quarterback coming in, is Logan Price, a junior. So Price in there, and he got Kennett to jump. A hard count.
Flag on the play.
A hard count. Offsides Kennett. So
Kennett.
That pressure that we've been talking about Kennett's bringing, and you said they're trying to time the count. That time the new quarterback Price comes in, slaps his hands, and Kennett, 3 players jumped across the line of scrimmage.
Bring up first and 5 for Doniphan.
Well, that's their best offensive the second best offensive play so far. The penalty against Kennett for the 15 yards was their first one.
First and 5. This time the handoff goes straight ahead. Fighting forward is Wellington, but he will maybe get a yard or 2 on the play. Kennett strips the ball out of there, but they blow it dead.
Stopped with a short gain.
They're going to spot the football at the 44-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of maybe 2 yards on the play.
It's going to bring up second.
Second and a short 3 coming up for Doniphan. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right, and Logan Price, the quarterback, now has Wellington to his right side. Price snaps his hands. This time the ball goes through his hands, and Kennett's going to pick it up. Kennett almost was going to run it in the end zone, but Tolliver picked it up, and they just got him by the ankles and brought him down, or he's had 6 points on the board.
I was thinking, man, he's going to pick that up and take it down the field, and then Buffington just grabbed him and said, no, not just yet.
Has possession of the ball.
Well, again, a bad snap by Doniphan, caused by the pressure of Kennett. And again, Price, the quarterback, with that slap of the hands, almost got Kennett to jump. If they wouldn't have snapped the ball on that first slap, I think they would get Kennett offside about every play. See if Kennett can put more points on the board, leading 6-0. 6:44 to play. Second quarter. And Coach Andrew Webster will take a timeout. So we'll take one as well. Kennett with a 1st and 10 when we return right after this.
When your loved one is on the brink, their future in the hands of strangers, and all you have is hope. Choose the safest hospital in eastern Arkansas. Your safety isn't a goal, it's a promise.
You'll always get the best price and selection on new furniture and appliances from Bullock Furniture in Kennett. Come check out their huge selection of living room and bedroom suites, recliners, and name brand appliances, plus bedding and flooring options, priced to save you money and ready for delivery. Right now, get 0% down and no interest for 2 years for qualified buyers. Secondary financing is also available. Get the best price and selection on new furniture and appliances at Bullock Furniture, 1111 Independence Avenue in Kennett.
Back after the Kennett timeout, 6:44 to play, second quarter. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line of Doniphan. Jones, the quarterback, by his lonesome, out of the shotgun. Twin receivers right and left. Duncan goes in motion. Jones rolls left, steps up, throws it down the field, has a man open, pass complete. Now turning the corner, going toward the end zone, into the end zone, touchdown, and I think that's Pittman with a reception and a touchdown pass.
Pittman, touchdown, Kennett.
Coach Webster took the timeout, and he drew up a play that said, guys, if you do this one right, we're going to put points on the board, and they certainly did. Nice pass play from Jones, who hit Pittman. And then Pittman turned on the burners and outran a couple of Dons into the end zone. It's 12-0 Kennett. And Kennett will go for the 2-point conversion. Twin receivers right. Now 2 to the left in the formation. Jones out of the shotgun on the 2-point conversion. Now Duncan motions into the backfield. The tight end, they'll hand it to Caleb. Caleb's hit immediately and brought down. 2-point conversion, no good. Kennett leads 12-0. 6:35 to play, second quarter. Back after this.
At Harris Pharmacy, you can get all of your prescriptions in one stop, and we'll even remind you when it's time to get a refill with our MedSync and Refill Reminder programs. Hi, this is Darren with Harris Pharmacy. Stop by today at 1224 1st Street in Kennett for your over-the-counter and prescription needs. You can come through the drive-thru, or we deliver for free inside the city limits of Kennett. We also offer flu, shingles, and pneumonia vaccines. Come see us today at Harris Pharmacy in Kennett. Good luck, Indians. The staff here at Harris Pharmacy are proud supporters of KHS football. We'd like to wish the team a safe and successful year.
At Todd and Atwill LLP in Kennett, your situation matters. They understand that unfortunate circumstances arise and are here to provide the legal services you need with integrity and care. Partnering attorneys Darren Todd and Lee Atwill are committed to providing the best legal representation possible. They specialize in personal injury, criminal defense, social security disability, bankruptcies, and more. Visit toddatwill.com for more information. Todd and Atwill, LLP, proud to support the Kennett Indians.
Perry Jones, Errol Wilcoxon back at Doniphan as they're playing the theme from Rocky as a 70s soundtracks. And they're having a 78 class reunion here this weekend at Doniphan. Brings back memories for Darrell and I. Different schools, same year. This one goes through the hands of the return men. Picked up now at the 15. Kennett will swarm him under at about the 25, 26-yard line.
Devin Alfonso.
That one could have been a disaster, but Doniphan recovers, and they'll have the football. Now we're going to have an official timeout with 6:30 to play here in the first half.
Another Kennett player.
Kennett Trust Bank, located at 917 1st Street in Kennett. They're locally owned, full-service bank serving Kennett and the surrounding areas since 1963. At Kennett Trust Bank, you're not just a number, you are a valued community member who they're proud to call a customer. We'll take a break, 12-0, Kennett with a lead. Doniphan with the football when we return, 6:30 to play first half. Back with more right after this.
Get the perfect lunch for just $5 at Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's 10 all-white meat chicken nuggets for only $5. Get dinner on the table fast with KFC's $20 fill-up. 4 pieces of chicken, 12 chicken nuggets, 4 biscuits, fries, and 4 dipping sauces for just $20. Order ahead at KFC.com or get it delivered with DoorDash. Download the KFC app to unlock more finger-licking benefits. Get the perfect lunch at KFC for just $5 or make it a chicken night with KFC's $20 fill-up.
Doniphan football, 6:30 to play. Second quarter as they take over 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line. This time the quarterback will go under center. That may be their best option. Now they'll put him back in the shotgun. Has a back to his left. And he slaps his hands, and here come the Indians. They'll hand it off to the tailback, and he's met immediately and brought down for maybe a loss of 1 or 2 on the play. There's 2 or 3 Indians in the backfield just every time the quarterback gets the football. Brody Wellington, the senior, got the carry and lost a yard. Lucky to only lose a yard on that play.
They're going to say 2 yards. Goodness. We'll take it.
2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Again, Doniphan has just attempted 1 pass, and that was completed to a Kennett player. So we'll see if they may try to throw here deep in their own territory, and they get the snap. Here comes the pressure. The pass is thrown behind the receiver.
I'm not sure the receiver knew the ball was coming.
Now, pretty good coverage downfield. A couple of defenders there for the Indians as well. Spencer Potts, one of those for the Indians. And Demarion Pittman, just a 9th grader out there in the coverage. Now Doniphan will take a timeout. A 3rd and 11 coming up for the Dons. 5:43 to play. Second quarter, Kennett up 12-0. Back with more right after this.
At Glen Sane, we want you to be pleased with us. Can we please everyone that walks in the door? No, I've never said that. But I can assure you that we'll work harder than any other dealer to take care of our customers. We want you to enjoy talking to us. That's how we keep growing. Best price, best service. Glen Sane, and God bless our troops.
I'm Chase Birch, the branch manager and loan officer at Unico Bank in Kennett. I specialize in agricultural and commercial lending. At Unico Bank, we pride ourselves in working for our customers by having the knowledge and experience to best serve them, no matter what their banking needs may be. If you have a question about any of our banking services, just give me or any of our staff a call at 573-888-8808 or stop by 1115 Independence Avenue here in Kennett. Unico Bank, your homegrown bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Doniphan with a 3rd and 11 after the timeout from their 27-yard line. 5:43 to play here in the second quarter. Kennett up 12-0. It has been Kennett's defense controlling this football game. Logan Price, the junior, is back in there at quarterback. He got the Indians to jump one time. Now he's under center. Let's see if he stays there. No, he doesn't as he backpedals. Brody Wellington will be the back to his right. Now one of the linemen up front moves early, and that'll back him up 5 yards. And might as well. There was a couple of Indians right in the backfield that time, and wanted to get after the quarterback. Jamiko Tolliver was one of those, and another player right there in the backfield was Chris Jefferson.
You could tell he was the Doniphan player was kind of confused. He was up. I think he was still listening to St. Elmo's Fire is what I think it was.
5:43 to play. Second quarter, 12-0 Kennett. 3rd and about 16 here for Doniphan as they reset the play clock. And Logan Price, the quarterback, looks at the Kennett defense. Again, a hard snap count, and his back almost jumped that time. Now he sets up and throws a screen pass to Wellington. It's complete, and he steps up, gets by a couple of defenders, and gets out to about the 25-yard line. Short gain on the play, but you almost have to think that's a successful play for Doniphan if they go in a positive direction. 4th and 16, or 4th and about 12 now for Doniphan.
Gain on the play.
Deep in their own territory, and they will probably punt it away as their punter goes back to
number 50.
Set up, and that's
Caden
Buffington. He's a senior.
Number 24 back.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kennett again doesn't bring some pressure, as they have been in the backfield all night, and see if they try to get after the punter, Buffington. He stands at his own 15, left-footed punter, and he gets another nice punt away. This one will take a Kennett roll and it be down at about the 46-yard line of Kennett. Tell you what, the punter's done a good job tonight. He gets it out of there quickly with that left foot, and that time not giving Kennett a return as Marquise Pittman was back there, but probably wisely just got away from that one.
Yard line, 1st and 10 for Kennett. 4 minutes and 42
See if we can get another score here, leading 12-0. 4:42 to play here in the first half. They put the football right at the Kennett 45-yard line. Ty D.J. Jones out of the shotgun for the Indians. 3 receivers to the left. The running back is Pittman just to the left of Jones, the quarterback. Jones takes the snap, hands it to Pittman. Big hole, straight ahead, across midfield. They'll wrap him around the head and bring him down at about the 45-yard line. That's how they rustle those cattle over here. It looked like one of those rodeos where they jump off the horse and grab them by the horns and bring them down. That's what they did to Pittman, but he gains about 9 yards on the play.
That was pretty funny looking. I thought, gosh, I'm watching Saturday morning wrestling here or something.
Pittman remains in at running back, directly behind Jones, the quarterback. 3 receivers to the left. Jones takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Has a man open, but it's incomplete. He had Duncan wide open over on the sideline. Instead, he throws it in traffic.
Pass incomplete.
And the pass was incomplete. So that brings up 3rd and 1. They're trying to reset the play clock, I believe, is what they're trying to do.
I didn't know if he's doing that or raising the roof. I didn't know exactly what that was out there. I was expecting Lance Russell on the play before that. And
that's where, Jones, I think he saw his receiver. He knew that Morrison was going to be out there. And I'll tell you what, Duncan was wide open over on the sideline. If he would have just threw it past where Morrison was.
10 or 15 yards, nobody near him.
Kennett, a 3rd and 1. Jones takes the snap, hands it off to the – no, Jones keeps it very smartly, and he's still on his feet inside the 30 to the 20. Knocked out of bounds at around the 5-yard line, and that time
Number 15,
Marquise Pittman in the backfield was hit by about 2 Doniphan Dons, and pulling the ball back was Jones, and he took off and ran at a big gain and a first down.
They're going to say he went out about the 18-yard line.
Yeah, it wasn't at the 5, so he stepped out a little earlier. 18-yard line, 1st and 10 into the Baker Implement red zone here now with the first down. So keep the drive alive. Fresh set of downs. Jones under center. Pittman, the tailback. The blocking back is Duncan. And they'll hand it to Pittman. Big hole for Pittman. Rumbles forward.
About the 10, I think.
Yeah, he's going to fall about the 10-yard line. Good gain. Positive. Just a quick hitter right up the middle.
24, Marquise Pittman.
About 8 yards on the play. 2nd and a long 2, and another timeout on the field as Kennett will talk things over. The law office of Peltz, McMullen, Edgington, and Morgan. They have years of experience. They're the name to trust when you need a lawyer. Located at 217 College Avenue in Kennett. Give them a call at 888-4644. We'll take a break. Be back. Kennett knocking on the door. 3:30 to play in the first half. Kennett leads 12-0. Back after this.
CLGW makes it easy to work or play online with their fiber internet service available for residential or business use. CLGW Fiber Internet offers lightning-fast connection speeds with a larger bandwidth for faster data transmission and no data caps. Packages start as low as $19.99 per month with no contracts, and it's billed right with your utilities. CLGW is local, which means faster service times for outages and trouble calls, and local technicians when you call in. Call CLGW today for more info, 888-5366, or online at CLGW.net.
Thanks to all of our great Kennett Indian broadcast sponsors. We appreciate each and every one of them. It lets us bring you all the action, both on the radio, KBOA FM, and our live video streams. 2nd down and a short 3 for the Indians. Again, the backs will be in the I formation. Duncan at the old-fashioned fullback position. Pittman, the tailback. Morrison goes in motion. Handoff goes to Pittman. Pittman goes toward the end zone and gets into the end zone. Touchdown. You know, that's old-fashioned football right there. You're bigger than them. You're stronger than them. Line it up and just take it into the end zone, and Indians go up 18-0.
Yeah, you get those two possessions we had where we lost the ball 2 times earlier. You give them at least 6 for that. That's up to 30 right now. So we were close to what we had last week in the first half. So, but
we had a scoreless first quarter, so we put 18 points up here in the second quarter. So that's a positive, and we'll see if a 2-point conversion here would be a positive if the Indians can get it in. Pittman, the tailback, receiver to the right and left. There's a tight end on both sides of the line of scrimmage. Duncan to the left. Taylor to the right. Receiver goes in motion. They pitch it to the receiver, a high pitch, but still on his feet, and into the end zone. Jack Morrison for the 2-point conversion, so the conversion is good. Kennett leads 20-0. 3:22 to play second quarter. Back with more. Kennett kicks it away right after this.
At Sonic Drive-In in Kennett, our priority isn't just great service, it's great experiences. Whether you're coming for a cherry limeade on your lunch break or picking up shakes with your team after a big win, we're ready for you. Want a burger for breakfast or breakfast for dinner? No problem. We serve our full menu all day long, delivered with a smile. This is how we Sonic. Order through the Sonic app and get half-price drinks and slushes all day long. Open till midnight. Sonic Drive-In, 1101 1st Street in Kennett.
Harry Jones along with Darryl Wilcoxon back at Doniphan High School, and Kennett now leading 20-0, 3:22 to play second quarter, and the Indians will kick it off. Caden Taylor again will do the kickoff duties. Be interesting when Darryl gives us our halftime stats, because you're not going to have a lot of positive yardage for Doniphan in the first half.
Yeah, I'm not sure they're in the positive yet.
The kickoff, another line drive, angles toward the right side. Again, Doniphan doesn't field it cleanly, but now they pick it up and swarmed under about the 37. Great coverage downfield by Kennett, and that
Antonio
time in there.
Flakes.
Yeah, Antonio that's another freshman. You know, we got some very talented youngsters that's getting some playing time, and boy, that was impressive.
Up to the 37.
Doniphan has switched the starting quarterback, Cliff Hodo, to Logan Price. Price got the Indians to jump offside with a hard snap count. After that, it's been the same old thing for Doniphan. It's been Kennett in the backfield. One pass attempt, and that was lucky it wasn't intercepted.
Well, they did have one earlier.
They had one intercepted and then one incomplete that could have been intercepted, as he threw into double coverage, had a receiver out there, and the receiver wasn't looking for the football. So this time he's by his lonesome in the backfield. Nope, there he is. Now he backs up and has the running back to his right side. That's Wellington, and he catches it with one hand, stays on his feet, and Kennett will bring him down for, again, no gain on the play, and great swarming toward the football, and I see Caleb Duncan right in the middle of all of that, and we're not surprised.
That could have been disastrous. He was just barely hanging on to that ball on his right thigh and then finally pulled it up. If he'd have lost that there.
It's hard to believe Caleb Duncan is a junior this year. He played as a freshman and got to play with big brother Tanner. And now he's a junior. Boy, the years fly by. He is a defensive force out there. And they have wreaked havoc on the Dons. Here's a screen pass out to the right.
They're going to
they lose the ball. Kennett will fall on it, I believe. Let's wait for the officials.
I believe Kennett does have it.
I believe they do, yes. That would look like a backward pass, and then it went off the receiver, and Kennett fell on it, and Kennett's going to be in the red zone, the Baker Implement red zone.
2 minutes and 22
as they have it,
seconds
it looks like I said the Baker
ball.
Implement red zone. They may be just shy of the 20.
Shy of it.
It's hard to say. It's a cross. It's official. the Baker Implement red zone by the length of the football. So 1st and 10, Kennett. How about 28-0 at halftime, Darrell? Would you take that?
I will take that.
20 unanswered points here in the second quarter for Kennett, and they're looking for more. Kennett out of the shotgun. Jones will roll right, throws right, has a receiver. That's Duncan, complete. Cuts it inside, runs through a couple of Dons, and gets inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal, Kennett, from about the 9-yard line. Little tight end inside screen, and Duncan does so good once he catches that
Number
ball.
23, Caleb Duncan.
It'll be 1st and goal,
They will
Kennett.
move the ball for Kennett.
And we may have a timeout on the field. One of the Kennett players a little slow getting up and getting off. Speaking of Caleb Duncan, we'll talk about Duncan Sheet Metal. They're one of our great Kennett Indian football sponsors. You need to turn to the experts. Duncan Sheet Metal for your heating and cooling needs. They wish Caleb Duncan and the Kennett Indians a safe and successful season. There's 601 South Bypass in Kennett. Believe it or not, time to get that heater checked on. We'll be turning that thing on in about a month, so call Duncan Sheet Metal. They'll take care of you. We'll take a break, 20-0 Kennett, and they're knocking on the door. 2:07 to play. Second quarter, back with more after this.
At First State Community Bank, we pride ourselves on our personal, friendly approach, and our commitment to the community makes us an effective business partner. That's why we're proud to announce that our efforts have earned us the title of Best In-State Bank for the state of Missouri, awarded by Forbes. We are incredibly grateful to our customers who allow us to be their trusted financial partner. Thank you for your confidence in FSCB and for this recognition as one of the best banks in the state. First State Community Bank. Success starts here. Member FDIC. Online at fscb.com.
Oh. Say he was down
Just
on his
back
knee.
to action, and the pass goes out on the right side to the receiver, and Jack Morrison went down to a knee. So he is down immediately as he had to drop to a knee. The injured player was Caleb Duncan. Couldn't see the injured player. Darrell said it looked like he may have just got his bell rung a little bit, and he's off the field under his own power. That's 2nd and goal now for the Indians. They're going to say from the 10-yard line, so they may have lost just a little bit. Actually, the ball looks just about where it was on the previous play. Duncan is back in there. He's in a slot on the right side. Jones, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. Slaps his hands and throws it to the right side. Pass is complete to Duncan. He fights inside, and he's wrapped up by some Dons, and whistles blow as he gets down to about the 5-yard line. Whistles came in quick that time, I thought.
They did. They didn't give a chance for someone to hit him after the play.
1:14, the clock is running. Kennett still with one timeout remaining here in the second quarter.
Well, shoot, they didn't move it up much.
It's going to be 3rd and goal. I thought he got down closer to the 5-yard line, but they're going to say he was just got back to the line of scrimmage, so it's 3rd and goal from just about the 10. Jones out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, quarterback draw, runs straight ahead, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5-yard line, so it's going to be 4th down for Kennett. We're down to 30 seconds remaining in the half. 4th down and goal from the 5 for Kennett. And Kennett will take their final timeout of the half as they try to come up with a play to put more points on the board, leading 20-0. FM Bank, 500 Independence Avenue in Kennett. They're a full-service bank where decisions are made locally for auto, home, commercial, and agricultural loans. They're online at myfm.bank. To FM Bank, people matter. An equal housing lender. Member FDIC. Darrell, big play here. 5 yards. We go in a little happier than a 20-0 lead.
Need this score right here. They've had 3 chances and didn't move the football much at all on the passes, and then quarterback keeper got them about 5 yards, but still need 5 more yards getting that end zone.
Hadn't seen a lot of Marquise Pittman here on this drive, and hopefully Marquise is okay. But he had been the workhorse, and he's still not out there, as it's a 4th and 5. 4th and goal from the 5. Indians up to the line of scrimmage. Colin Henson, the back in the backfield. now just to the right of Jones, the quarterback. 3 receivers to the left. From the 5, 4th and goal. Duncan goes in motion. They'll pitch it to Caleb. Caleb cuts it back to his left, needs a blocker, has a blocker, turns toward the end zone, touchdown, Caleb Duncan. It was not to the right side. Duncan reverses, goes all the way back to the left, gets into the end zone, and Kennett goes up 26-0. That was just a football play by Caleb Duncan.
Little change of direction, get over. Oh, too many guys over here. Let's turn around and go the other way.
The numbers didn't look good to the right. They looked really good when he turned around to the left.
That's
it was
right.
about 4-on-1 out there. And Kennett gets it in the end zone and leads 26-0. 14 seconds to play here in the half, and they'll go for the 2-point conversion. Well, they have the jumbo package out there on this 2-point conversion.
Man.
Jones is the quarterback. Henson, the tailback. They'll give it to Henson, following the big blockers up front, and he stands up as he gets into the end zone untouched. 2-point conversion good, 28-0 Kennett, 14 seconds to go in the first half. A little better there, Daryl.
I can stand 28-0. That's better, especially when you think it all came in the second quarter.
All in the second. We were scoreless, folks, going into the second quarter, and Daryl and I were a little depressed at the moment.
Yeah, I wasn't liking that first quarter at all.
We had some opportunities to score. I know at least 2 other touchdowns in that first quarter, but one a misplay, and they were way behind the chains, and then a fumble on the 1-yard line when they were going into the end zone.
Oh, that was a killer. I mean,
that was the one that really hurt. T.R. Baker Insurance in Kennett, they're one of our great broadcast sponsors. Talked to Randy Baker over at T.R. Baker this afternoon. He was working hard before the Labor Day weekend. Independent insurance agency, offer a variety of insurance for both commercial and personal accounts, life, health, workers' comp, and more. In business and servicing the area since 1966, give them a call for an insurance quote. T.R. Baker Insurance.
You're talking about that big line right before the 2-point conversion. That's about 800 pounds, just those 3 guys.
It was the beefy line in there, the thick line. This one bounces, picked up at about the 28, and a pretty good return by Doniphan out over the 35-yard line. Dons get a little positive yardage. Madden Wooldridge, the sophomore, on the return, gets out to about the 37. We'll have a lot of scores to give you during our halftime show. Daryl will total up all the halftime numbers, and on the scoreboard, the one that counts, 28-0 in favor of Kennett.
I suspect that you'll see Doniphan take a knee, and let's go into the field house and regroup.
Well, they're huddled up, and now they break the huddle, and they're going to spread it out. They got a couple of receivers way out. Now they're going to get more in a tight formation. I think you're probably right, Daryl. Kennett out of timeouts. They have one receiver out to the right side. Just want to make sure you don't go to sleep and give up a big play here.
Yeah, if they actually run a play, I'll be really surprised here.
Receiver to the near side, and the quarterback appears to be going under center. Now he has a back, gets behind him, that'll protect him, and the play clock runs out, so they'll get a 5-yard penalty. So, back them up 5, and we're going to have to do it all over again.
Penalty flag on the field. It's going to be called against Doniphan. Delay of game.
You know it's not going your way when you have a delay of game and you're going to take a knee.
All you're going to do is take a knee.
So it's a 1st and 15 after the 5-yard mark off. And again, Doniphan will attempt to take a knee, and they do, and the clock will tick down to 0.
You shouldn't take 25 seconds figuring out that I'm just going to take a knee. But
well, both teams will go to the locker room. 28-0. Kennett leads here at the half. We'll come back, have lots of scores to give you, and Daryl will add up all the numbers here in the first half. Big second quarter for the Indians. 28 points in the second quarter. Kennett leading 28-0. We're back with a halftime show right after this.
Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whenever you want. In your life and on your farm, Case IH AFS Connect gives you more control. Monitor your operation, manage your fleet and your farm data your way. Case IH. Rethink productivity.
Delicious deals for delicious meals at McDonald's. Get exclusive deals on your McDonald's favorites in the McDonald's app with contactless mobile order and convenient drive-through pickup. Get a free large fries when you download the McDonald's app and join My McDonald's Rewards. Download it today. Your local Kennett McDonald's has been serving the Kennett community for over 30 years and is proud to support area youth.
All your friends at the local McDonald's wish the Kennett Indians a safe and successful season. Go Indians!
At American Elite Realty, your business is appreciated. They are locally owned and support the communities you live in. Their professional agents can help you find your new home or commercial property. They work closely with your lender to make the buying process easy. Contact a professional agent at 573-888-5373 or view their listings at AmericanEliteRealty.com. Tina Privet, broker, an equal housing opportunity company.
American Elite Realty is proud to support the Kennett Indians and wishes them a successful season.
Tee it up at the Kennett Country Club. They currently have a membership special where your first month is free. Non-members can play with a green fee, and cart rentals are available. Hit range balls from daylight till dark with their new range ball dispenser. See the great selection of Rescue, FootJoy, Vineyard Vine, and Callaway clothing, plus hats, gloves, and all the accessories. Tee it up at the Kennett Country Club. Get your team signed up for the 3-person scramble September 9th and 10th at the Kennett Country Club.
Hey, this is Daryl Wilcoxon with Wilcoxon's Home Place on the South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. We're getting new products in every week and would like to help you make your place a show place. Living room suites, recliners, including lift chairs, bedroom suites, mattress sets with adjustable bases, appliances, and TVs. We have several payment options available. Come see us at Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, 901 South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. A family furniture tradition for over 70 years.
Everything Barbecue has over 300 rubs and sauces with a tasting station so you can try before you buy. Purchase 5 sauces or rubs, get 1 free, plus a year's supply of pellets with the purchase of a wood pellet grill. Choose from Traeger, Smokin' Brothers, Myron Mixon, PK Grills, Weber, Oklahoma Joe, Kamado Joe, or Blackstone. They also carry Uni pizza ovens, ThermalWorks thermometers, and have a large selection of grilling accessories, fuels, cutting boards, and handmade charcuterie boards. Everything Barbecue. Inside Keith's Pool Care, 1215 Independence Avenue in Kennett.
When a new life is on its way, when every detail is critical, and mistakes are not an option, choose the safest hospital in Eastern Arkansas. Your safety isn't a goal, it's a promise.
We are back at the half, 28-0 Kennett, as the Doniphan band out on the field. Daryl Wilcoxon alongside, and a great second quarter for the Indians after we were scoreless after one. Daryl and I were about to slip off out in the woods and look for a bear to.
Yeah, we needed a bear that could run the football.
We had some costly mistakes. Really 2 scoring opportunities in the first half, but one, a fumble inside the 2 that popped loose, went into the end zone, and Doniphan fell on it. That took points off the board. You know, you put those points on the board, and it's even better than 28-0. But Kennett's defense has just been dominant over Doniphan in the ballgame. Tell you what, Daryl, before we look at those stats, it didn't take you long to add some of those up, but I know Monty is back at the studio, and he is hard at it.
Wearing us out with those scores.
Yeah, my phone's going to go dead before the before the ball game's over. But got some scores to tell you about, and I'll let Daryl do that for you.
All right, Portersville leading Hayti 46-0.
What?
That's a home game, right?
No, that's a Hayti home game.
Yeah, Hayti home game. You got that beautiful new field,
and Portersville's wearing
them out. Portersville says we like turf, so beating them 46-0. Farmington leading Potosi 31-7. Now here's a shocker: East Prairie over at New Madrid County Central.
Wow,
26-22.
Is that a typo?
I've had that. Monty, is that a typo? You tell us.
You know that East Prairie's a future opponent.
Yes, they are.
New Madrid's a future opponent. Park Hills is a future opponent. So these are interesting.
I'm telling you, Park Hill Central leading Crosville 41-14. It was 14-14.
Yes.
And then Park Hill Central said, enough of that stuff. Let's get in there. And then, let's see, Thayer beating Salem 14-6. Here's another shocker. Dexter beating Saxton 7-0.
Where are we going next week?
Saxton.
Oh! Well, but we got Dexter down the road, so that's a couple of future opponents.
Dennis Nail says Portsville's going to wear out that new turf at Haytie.
They're going to have to replace some of it, I guess.
Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. Cardinals trailing the Pirates. I know that's unbelievable. 1-0.
Really?
Yeah.
Nothing? We haven't scored?
Not yet.
Well,
there's still hope.
I'm shocked. It's Labor Day weekend, and everybody's happy, though. We're happy.
Everybody gets an extra day on Monday. They don't really have to go to work. So,
we're happy that the Cardinals don't have a lot of the season left.
That's right. We're happy it's almost over for them.
And college football starts tomorrow.
Absolutely.
We had a few games, and our Mizzou Tigers were in action on Thursday and got a win.
My alma mater's playing tonight against the Kansas Jayhawks.
There you go. There you go. So a lot of football action. I know a lot of people on the road. So if you're out on the road, do be careful on this Labor Day weekend. And we hope you enjoy it. We're going to come back. We're going to look at the first half stats. Darryl has been he's had the calculator out, and he's double-checked the numbers, and we're going to tell you about them when we return.
It's the abacus.
28-0. Kennett with a lead at the half over Doniphan. Back after this.
You'll always get the best price and selection on new furniture and appliances from Bullock Furniture in Kennett. Come check out their huge selection of living room and bedroom suites, recliners, and name brand appliances, plus bedding and flooring options, priced to save you money and ready for delivery. Right now, get 0% down and no interest for 2 years for qualified buyers. Secondary financing is also available. Get the best price and selection on new furniture and appliances at Bullock Furniture, 1111 Independence Avenue in Kennett.
At Harris Pharmacy, you can get all of your prescriptions in one stop, and we'll even remind you when it's time to get a refill with our MedSync and Refill Reminder programs. Hi, this is Darren with Harris Pharmacy. Stop by today at 1224 First Street in Kennett for your over-the-counter and prescription needs. You can come through the drive-thru, or we deliver for free inside the city limits of Kennett. We also offer flu, shingles, and pneumonia vaccines. Come see us today at Harris Pharmacy in Kennett. Good luck, Indians. The staff here at Harris Pharmacy are proud supporters of KHS football. We'd like to wish the team a safe and successful year.
At Todd and Atwill LLP in Kennett, your situation matters. They understand that unfortunate circumstances arise and are here to provide the legal services you need with integrity and care. Partnering attorneys Darren Todd and Lee Atwill are committed to providing the best legal representation possible. They specialize in personal injury, criminal defense, social security, disability, bankruptcies, and more. Visit toddatwill.com for more information. Todd and Atwill, LLP, proud to support the Kennett Indians.
Get the perfect lunch for just $5 at Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's 10 all-white meat chicken nuggets for only $5. Get dinner on the table fast with KFC's $20 fill-up. 4 pieces of chicken, 12 chicken nuggets, 4 biscuits, fries, and 4 dipping sauces for just $20. Order ahead at KFC.com or get it delivered with DoorDash. Download the KFC app to unlock more finger-licking benefits. Get the perfect lunch at KFC for just $5 or make it a chicken night with KFC's $20 fill-up.
You all hear me tell the stories on our Grand St. ads, and I enjoy people coming to me and referring to certain stories. Some of these stories go way back. We will continue to tell stories, mention our troops, and telling our customers how much our families appreciate their business. Our people always look forward to seeing you. We want you to enjoy your visit. Best price, best service. Glenn St. and God bless our troops.
I'm Chase Birch, the branch manager and loan officer at Unico Bank in Kennett. I specialize in agricultural and commercial lending. At Unico Bank, we pride ourselves in working for our customers by having the knowledge and experience to best serve them, no matter what their banking needs may be. If you have a question about any of our banking services, just give me or any of our staff a call at 573-888-8808 or stop by 1115 Independence Avenue here in Kennett. Unico Bank, your homegrown bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
CLGW makes it easy to work or play online with their fiber internet service available for residential or business use. CLGW Fiber Internet offers lightning-fast connection speeds with a larger bandwidth for faster data transmission and no data caps. Packages start as low as $19.99 per month with no contracts, and it's billed right with your utilities. CLGW is local, which means faster service times for outages and trouble calls and local technicians when you call in. Call CLGW today for more info, 888-5366, or online at clgw.net.
Perry Jones and Darrell Wilcoxon back at the half, 28-0. Kennett with a lead. Kennett huddled up down in the end zone just to our left here at the half. And I know Coach Webster and his coaches a little more pleased with his Indians after putting 28 points in that second quarter. And
much better.
The numbers definitely lean in favor of Kennett in this ball game.
Yeah, I'm going to do the Doniphan's stats first because it's not going to take long. As the fine young Cannibals play in the background there, they had their rushing yardage was minus 28 yards. That's between their quarterback and their main back. I bet now their passing though, they were 1 of 5 with an interception and 2 yards on that one reception. So they had minus 26 yards for the first half. Total offense. Oh man, I'm telling you.
Well, we could credit the defense.
Yes, our defense was really good.
But you also have to. Doniphan is very short on numbers, and we have been in games where you look at the opponent that we're playing and think, man, oh man, they're bigger than us, they're quicker than us. They're more talented in almost every position, and that's pretty much what you have here tonight.
That is it. Like I said in that first quarter, I think Kennett came out and they were a little lackadaisical. They said, we're supposed to whoop the floor with them, and they just weren't really truly in the game in that first quarter. Coach Webster took them aside for that second quarter, said, look, guys, we can't just write it down that we win. You actually have to do it. So let's go over the Kennett stats. For Kennett, they've got Tolliver with 2 carries for 3 yards. Henson with 2 carries for 10 yards. The quarterback, DJ Ty Jones, he had 5 carries for 62 yards. And Pittman, he had 11 carries for 81 yards. Now, that's counting the 16 yards that right before he fumbled at the 2-yard line. So I'm still giving him that because he ran a good pattern up until the point that he lost the football.
He could have 2 more yards and a touchdown.
He could have. Morrison, a 12-yard gain on one run. Caleb Duncan, a 5-yard, not counting that extra 2-point conversion he got. But and then in the passing area, we had DJ Jones he threw it 11 times and connected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, 7 of 11, and one of them was an interception, but still 7 of 11 for 63 yards. And then, of course, the other guy that threw a pass, Jack Morrison, he threw it for a touchdown, and that was a great play, the 27-yard pass to Caden Taylor. And our kicking game hasn't been so good, but our 2-point conversions have been really good. So if we can get the kicking game going, of course, if you got a good 2-point conversion, why kick? Just go ahead and get the 2 points and move on.
Tell you what, we've seen different looks in the 2-point conversion. And in a game like this, it's a chance for Coach Webster to kind of see what works, what clicks. When you need that 2-point conversion, what works now when you may have to pull that out in the week 8 of the season when maybe the game's on the line.
When you're playing somebody like Valley, so, hey, we've got to try this. So,
Portageville went for 2 in the final minutes of their game last Friday night. and they could have tied it with the extra point. They went for the 2 and came up empty, and the other team could take a knee, Savannah. But, that's how big those conversions are. For Portageville, they don't have a field, an extra point or a field goal kicker, so a lot of teams, and evidently Kennett feels like their best chance is to go for the 2-point conversion. That's an important part of it, and if you can get it 3 out of 4 times, you're way ahead.
We've got soccer again back at Kennett, and usually in the years past when we had a soccer team, you'd pull one of those players off the soccer team, and he would play on Friday nights kicking the football. And last week I thought we had somebody off the soccer team kicking, but this week it's back to Caden Taylor again. So I don't know, but if you
we tried 1 extra point. We really can't fault Caden Taylor because Doniphan was all in there on the holder.
Yeah, they were in there, and they might even got a finger on it because it was low below the bar. So, but if you can run it in for 2, just run it in for 2 and get those extra points. So.
We'll take another break here at half, 28-0 as Doniphan now just coming back out on the field. Kennett breaking up their meetings with the coaches and splitting out in groups. The law office of Jeff McCormick. He can help you with criminal defense, divorce, and family law, also personal injury claims. Jeff McCormick reminds you that if you think you need a lawyer, you probably do. He's located at 304 Kennett Street. Give him a call, 888-4357, and get the help you need. We'll take another halftime break. Monty is still sending us messages. We'll check those. Daryl's going through his phone, so we'll update any additional scores that we have for you here at the half, 28-0. Kennett over Doniphan. Back with more after this.
At Sonic Drive-In in Kennett, our priority isn't just great service, it's great experiences. Whether you're coming for a cherry limeade on your lunch break or picking up shakes with your team after a big win, we're ready for you. Want a burger for breakfast or breakfast for dinner? No problem. We serve our full menu all day long, delivered with a smile. This is how we Sonic. Order through the Sonic app and get half-price drinks and slushes all day long. Open till midnight. Sonic Drive-In, 1101 First Street in Kennett.
At First State Community Bank, we pride ourselves on our personal, friendly approach, and our commitment to the community makes us an effective business partner. That's why we're proud to announce that our efforts have earned us the title of Best In-State Bank for the state of Missouri, awarded by Forbes. We are incredibly grateful to our customers who allow us to be their trusted financial partner. Thank you for your confidence in FSCB and for this recognition as one of the best banks in the state. First State Community Bank. Success starts here. Member FDIC. Online at fscb.com.
Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whenever you want. In your life and on your farm, Case IH AFS Connect gives you more control. Monitor your operation, manage your fleet and your farm data your way. Case IH. Rethink productivity.
Delicious deals for delicious meals at McDonald's. Get exclusive deals on your McDonald's favorites in the McDonald's app with contactless mobile order and convenient drive-through pickup. Get a free large fries when you download the McDonald's app and join My McDonald's Rewards. Download it today. Your local Kennett McDonald's has been serving the Kennett community for over 30 years and is proud to support area youth.
All your friends at the local McDonald's wish the Kennett Indians a safe and successful season. Go Indians!
At American Elite Realty, your business is appreciated. They are locally owned and support the communities you live in. Their professional agents can help you find your new home or commercial property. They work closely with your lender to make the buying process easy. Contact a professional agent at 573-888-5373 or view their listings at AmericanEliteRealty.com. Tina Privet, broker, an equal housing opportunity company.
American Elite Realty is proud to support the Kennett Indians and wishes them a successful season.
Tee it up at the Kennett Country Club. They currently have a membership special where your first month is free. Non-members can play with a green fee, and cart rentals are available. Hit range balls from daylight till dark with their new range ball dispenser. See the great selection of Rescue, FootJoy, Vineyard Vine, and Callaway clothing, plus hats, gloves, and all the accessories. Tee it up at the Kennett Country Club. Get your team signed up for the 3-person scramble September 9th and 10th at the Kennett Country Club.
Hey, this is Daryl Wilcoxon with Wilcoxon's Home Place on the South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. We're getting new products in every week and would like to help you make your place a show place. Living room suites, recliners, including lift chairs, bedroom suites, mattress sets with adjustable bases, appliances, and TVs. We have several payment options available. Come see us at Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, 901 South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. A family furniture tradition for over 70 years.
Everything Barbecue has over 300 rubs and sauces with a tasting station so you can try before you buy. Purchase 5 sauces or rubs, get 1 free, plus a year's supply of pellets with the purchase of a wood pellet grill. Choose from Traeger, Smokin' Brothers, Myron Mixon, PK Grills, Weber, Oklahoma Joe, Kamado Joe, or Blackstone. They also carry Uni pizza ovens, Thermal Works thermometers, and have a large selection of grilling accessories, fuels, cutting boards, and handmade charcuterie boards. Everything Barbecue. Inside Keith's Pool Care, 1215 Independence Avenue in Kennett.
When your loved one is on the brink, their future in the hands of strangers, and all you have is hope, choose the safest hospital in eastern Arkansas. Your safety isn't a goal, it's a promise.
You'll always get the best price and selection on new furniture and appliances from Bullock Furniture in Kennett. Come check out their huge selection of living room and bedroom suites, recliners, and name brand appliances. Plus bedding and flooring options, priced to save you money and ready for delivery. Right now, get 0% down and no interest for 2 years for qualified buyers. Secondary financing is also available. Get the best price and selection on new furniture and appliances at Bullock Furniture, 1111 Independence Avenue in Kennett.
All right, we are back and about to start the third quarter, 28-0. Kennett with the lead, thanks to all of our great sponsors, including Cornerstone Pharmacy on the square in Kennett, where you can get all your prescriptions filled with one time without several trips back and forth to the pharmacy every month. They even have curbside pickup, 888-9094 on 1st Street in Kennett. Darryl was continue to get some scores in, and tell you what, the games that not a whole lot of good ones, but one that maybe Monty can watch. I don't know if we have 3 games going on. Monty's trying to keep track of all of them back in the studio. That East Prairie New Madrid 26-22 score, that one gets our interest up.
It does.
Doesn't it?
It does. I mean, they're both like opponents. We'll be playing those down the road. I think we're playing East Prairie for homecoming, and I think we're playing at New Madrid. So that's an interesting game right there, and the Park Hill Central and Carruthville.
It's getting out of hand.
It is. It's
56-20. I see the last score on that one. So
yeah, it looked like they were going to hang close at the beginning of the game, but Park Hill said they're going to do something different.
Set up and play.
28-0. Kennett with the lead. Kennett will kick it away. They won the coin toss and took the football, marched it down the field, but didn't get points until the second quarter. Who's winning? Can you tell? East Prairie, 32-22. It looks, I believe, that doesn't look like a New Madrid scoreboard. As the kickoff to Doniphan. Pretty good return this time by the Dons. Finally something for their home crowd to cheer. And he's still on his feet across midfield and all the way to the 45-yard line.
Wow.
How you like that?
Whoever that was fired him up.
That was Madden Wooldridge. He's just a sophomore, but
wow. He was slippery.
Doniphan brings the ball down.
But let's see what they do from the line of scrimmage. I know for the Kennett coaches, they had to emphasize, let's don't let down in the third quarter. East Prairie's leading New Madrid. Oh, okay. That would be a big upset.
I would think it would be anyway. Gosh, that's
football at the Kennett 44 as the Dons take over 1st and 10. Kennett was all over Doniphan in that first half, and Here's the snap, and the quarterback's going to keep. Has blockers out in front of him. And a good gain, their best gain, and he picks up 10 yards.
That's the running back playing quarterback.
Yeah.
Number 1, Brody Wellington.
That's Wellington, took the direct snap. You know, that's not a bad plan because they're not able to hand it. Anytime you hand it off back there, it takes, a second or two, and it just gives the Kennett defenders more time. So Doniphan coaches making a nice halftime adjustment. That puts the ball at the 33-yard line on 1st and 10.
Never bad when you got a good runner like that and let him do a little wildcat.
I think that's the first time that they picked up a first down from the line of scrimmage without a Kennett penalty in the ball game. Kennett again shows blitz and they jump off sides. Looks like Taylor might have gotten the neutral zone on the far side, so that's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
Indication is offsides against
So far, a
Kennett.
good start to the third quarter for Doniphan. Big kickoff return, an 11-yard run, and then a 5-yard offside penalty.
Got them inside the 30. They're thinking
Ball
score.
on the 28-yard line.
Again, Brody Wellington. He's been their best runner all season. He's back there. He's probably going to run it. And the snap, and he'll run it straight ahead. Breaks a couple of tackles and inside, or gets
Good
down
game
to
by
just
Doniphan.
inside the 20-yard line.
That'll give him another first down.
Yeah, move the chains.
Number 1,
He's
Brody
got the
Wellington.
quickness, Daryl,
Able
and
to get
that's
the first down for Doniphan.
that's
Let's
the
hear that
recipe
bell.
for success for Doniphan right there.
He had a lot of yards last week in their game, and who knows, this may have been how he got those yards.
He had a penalty that called one back, or he would have had over 200 yards in that ball game. Kennett brings a lot of pressure from the ends, and with this quarterback, Wellington, running it, then they're going to have to stay home in the middle part of the field. This time a high snap, and he's in trouble, but has the ability to escape. Now looks to throw and
nearly lost it.
Knocked out of bounds. He was fumbling the ball as he goes out of
Brody
bounds.
Wellington forced out of bounds.
Going to be a loss on that play, and lucky that Wellington was able to corral the high snap. They've had a lot of those in the ball game.
Well, he'd gotten close to getting into positive yardage with those first two. Then that one he lost some more, so he's back to a -5 on the game so far. But
2nd and 13, 2nd and 14 is what they have on the board. I'm going to say 13 from where they are on the field. And again, Brody Wellington, the senior, takes the snap. He looks right, and he's going to throw it down the sideline. It's over the head of everybody and incomplete.
Pass incomplete.
Well, they did try to
Receiver
throw
number
it.
12, Logan Price.
Logan Price was the receiver. Logan Price was the quarterback that got the Indians to jump off sides a couple of times.
he's got good hands.
He keeps them warm by slapping them together. Well, it's 3rd down for Doniphan. 13 yards to go. They can pick up a first down right at the 10.
I'd say even if they don't, they will go for it on the 4th.
4-down territory, no doubt. Back in the backfield, and Wellington will position him over to the right side of the line. Brody Wellington awaits the snap. Takes the snap, runs straight ahead, and might have got the yardage they lost. The ball pops loose, but they have blown the whistles. And he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down. No, he didn't. He may have only got a yard on the play, or maybe 2. So it's 4th down and about 13.
That's going to bring up 4th down.
Actually 12 as they put the ball right on the 22. Again, the sticks on the far side are right at the 10. So they need 12 yards to pick up the first. Quarterback Wellington, he looks to throw. Now tucks it, tries to run, and he's upended. Kennett gets the football back. He'll get a couple of yards on the play, but knocked off his feet at the 20. Good drive for Doniphan, but Kennett stiffens and gets the ball back.
Down by number 44, Caden Taylor.
Tell you what, they were really moving it well from the get-go, from the kickoff, and then running a few plays and got it all the way down to the originally to the 20-yard line, then lost a few yards and then got it back to the 20. But they did well.
All set up by a nice kickoff return. Kennett's going to have to make sure they don't give up those big plays on the kickoff returns. They're going to be playing some pretty athletic opponents coming up, and those can turn into touchdowns if you're not careful.
Pittman's back out on the field here in the third quarter.
That's good to see. Jones, the quarterback, and has Pittman behind him. 3 receivers to the right side of the formation. Man in motion is Morrison, left to right. Now Jones is going to keep it rolling right, throws it down the field, and hit right as he releases it. Caleb Duncan was wide open about the 28-yard line, but Jones was hit just as he was about to release the pass.
2nd and 10 for Kennett.
Duncan turned around and looked behind him to see where the closest man was, and they were not very close.
Not very close,
Caleb.
but it didn't matter. The ball wasn't coming to him. So
2nd and 10. The clock stopped at 9:07 to play here in the second quarter from the Kennett 20-yard line. There's a couple of footballs out there. Caden Taylor slings one over to the sideline. We only need one. A little confusion by Kennett. 11 seconds on the play clock now. Jones with a couple of backs surrounding him in the backfield. Now Duncan moves to a slot on the right side of the line. Jones takes the snap, and he rolls right, sets up and throws it deep, has a man open. Morrison complete across midfield and out of bounds at the 45-yard line. What a throw. Ty Jones to Morrison.
He reared back and slung it.
All the way down to the 45-yard line of Doniphan. You know, we come out and I think, well, we're going to run the ball, and we've been looking to throw it here in the second half, and that was good for Jones.
Nice 35-yard pass play for Kennett.
They're talking to the official scorekeeper on getting the clock situation here.
Say, we don't want to be here all night. Start that clock as soon as that play's over.
1st and 10, Kennett from the Doniphan 40-yard line. Jones, the quarterback. Has a back to his right, and that's Pittman, who cuts to his left and takes the handoff and breaks a couple of tackles. Pittman still on his feet, down the sideline, racing for the end zone.
Touchdown!
Pittman, touchdown, 45 yards.
Wow.
Put him on the board. There you see Marquise Pittman. That will add to that. What do you have, 80-something at the half?
Yeah, he's got 126 now.
Yeah, they're quickly going up. And you know what a 2-point conversion would give us here, Darryl?
Running clock.
Tad Jones says, amen.
Tad's got to go all the way down into the belly of Arkansas.
Uh-huh. Hey, we got the big jumbo package out there again. So, boy, they got the meat up front to do the blocking.
That's that 800-pound line right there.
The 800-pound 2-point conversion, and straight ahead, Tolliver will get into the end zone. Come on, raise those hands. No good. Oh, no. Oh, no. It was close. 34-0, though. Kennett scores. 8:49 to play. Third quarter. We'll kick it off to the Dons when we return right after this.
At Harris Pharmacy, you can get all of your prescriptions in one stop, and we'll even remind you when it's time to get a refill with our MedSync and Refill Reminder programs. Hi, this is Darren with Harris Pharmacy. Stop by today at 1224 First Street in Kennett for your over-the-counter and prescription needs. You can come through the drive-thru, or we deliver for free inside the city limits of Kennett. We also offer flu, shingles, and pneumonia vaccines. Come see us today at Harris Pharmacy in Kennett. Good luck, Indians. The staff here at Harris Pharmacy are proud supporters of KHS football. We'd like to wish the team a safe and successful year.
At Todd and Atwill LLP in Kennett, your situation matters. They understand that unfortunate circumstances arise and are here to provide the legal services you need with integrity and care. Partnering attorneys Darren Todd and Lee Atwill are committed to providing the best legal representation possible. They specialize in personal injury, criminal defense, social security disability, bankruptcies, and more. Visit toddatwill.com for more information. Todd and Atwill, LLP, proud to support the Kennett Indians.
34-0, Kennett leads, about to kick it off to the Dons. Caden Taylor will put his foot into it. Dons with a nice kickoff return to start this third quarter. This is a line drive. It's going to bounce. They're going to fumble it at the 20, pick it up at the 22, up over the 30 to the 35, out to about the 39-yard line. A flag comes in late, and this may be on the Dons. They haven't had many penalties.
No, they
in the ball
haven't.
game.
Kennett's had several, and Doniphan hasn't had hardly any.
Usually on these kickoff returns, you see a flag like that, it's an illegal block on the kickoff return. And there was a couple players going at it away from the football, so let's
Number 5, Gary McCann,
see what the call is going to be. A hold against Doniphan, so that will back him up a little bit. 8:42 to play in the quarter. Hillsboro leads Cape Central 20-14. Other scores coming in. You mentioned Chaffee defeating Charleston yesterday. A lot of times they're playing some Thursday night games, and that's due to the officials having enough officials. And I know several teams have to play some Thursday night games, and that kind of lightens the load on the football officials. They'll mark off the penalty, and Doniphan will start at the 28-yard line of the Dons. Brody Wellington, where's the green glove on his left hand?
Sounds like a beef dish.
He's back there by his lonesome, and you can just about bet, even though two receivers right and left, he's looking to run the football. Takes the snap. He sets up, and he's going to throw it down the field. There is a man open, and he just overthrows his receiver.
Whoa.
Man, he had a man open. Devin Alfonso, a sophomore, had a step on the Kennett defender, is out there defending. For Kennett that time was Dismukes.
And I thought he misjudged that. He thought it was going to be shorter than it was, and he kind of stopped and was going to try to pick it off, and then it went over his head. Boy, it had been right into the hands of the receiver. We'd have been in trouble.
Yeah, that would have been points on the board. 2nd and 10 from the 29. Well, I said that Wellington was going to run the football, and he aired it out. Again, twin receivers right and left, and after the first pass, they may try that again. That looked pretty good. Now he steps up, little quarterback draw, and Kennett will bring him down, but a flag will come in. This may be a horse collar.
I thought he grabbed him by the arm.
I did too. But the side judge throws the flag in as Wellington went down about the 31-yard line.
Waiting for the indication from the official.
They're not waiting on the official. They're walking it off.
They're going to say face mask or a horse collar. Do we have a replay on that one, Ted? Look at the replay.
Looked like he missed him and then grabbed his arm to me.
No, he might have got the back of the jersey. We really couldn't see from our camera angle. 15-yard penalty at the 47-yard line. First down for the Dons after the penalty. Wellington takes the snap. He's going to air this one out. Long pass down the sideline. That was offensive interference. The receiver pushed off the defensive back right in the back with two hands.
And I believe we'd have had an interception had he not done that.
Yeah, that probably saved a pick. Well, Wellington's their best running back, and he's their best quarterback. So
he's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
I would say that he's the biggest threat for the Doniphan Dons. So if you're a future opponent of Doniphan, you need to look out for the guy wearing number 1. Usually the number 1 guys you have to watch out for anyway. So
if they had 2 of those guys, they'd be something.
They would be a little better. Wellington here, 2nd down, takes the snap, throws it out in the flat, way over the head of his receiver, incomplete. That brings up 3rd and 10 for the Dons.
You know, he can throw the ball really well, but he hadn't had a completion yet.
Number 12, Logan Price.
They are in Salem in a good ball game. I think that's Salem, Arkansas, 22-20. Of course, those schools aren't too awful far apart if you go through the hills. Good battle there. Salem and Thayer. Thayer's been one of those opponents that Class 1 teams have had to battle for years and years. Always a pretty good football squad at Thayer.
They've got some indecision out there by Doniphan.
They had to burn a timeout, so we'll take one as well. 8:14 to play, third quarter. Kennett leads 34-0. Back with more after this.
Get the perfect lunch for just $5 at Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's 10 all-white meat chicken nuggets for only $5. Get dinner on the table fast with KFC's $20 fill-up. 4 pieces of chicken, 12 chicken nuggets, 4 biscuits, fries, and 4 dipping sauces for just $20. Order ahead at KFC.com or get it delivered with DoorDash. Download the KFC app to unlock more finger-licking benefits. Get the perfect lunch at KFC for just $5 or make it a chicken night with KFC's $20 fill-up.
At Glen Sane, we want you to be pleased with us. Can we please everyone that walks in the door? No, I've never said that. But I can assure you that we'll work harder than any other dealer to take care of our customers. We want you to enjoy talking to us. That's how we keep growing. Best price, best service. Glen Sane, and God bless our troops.
Back at Doniphan, 8:14 to play, third quarters. The Dons come back out on the field. They were about to run out of time and had to use the timeout. 3rd and 10 from the 47-yard line of Doniphan. And their quarterback, Brody Wellington, who started the quarterback position here in the second half. And the offense has looked a little better for the Dons, needing 10 yards to keep the drive alive. And they snap.
I think that's Doniphan.
I think Doniphan may have moved a little quick that time, and they're going to back him up. You're right.
Illegal procedure called against.
Sometimes the quarterback can fake out his own lineman, and I think that's what happened that time with Wellington. 8:14 to play, third quarter.
5-yard penalty.
So now it's 3rd and 15 for Doniphan. The ball on the 42-yard line of Doniphan. Wellington, again, in the shotgun, takes the snap. A couple of steps, drops back, now sets up, and is hit. The ball pops loose. They scramble for it. Who comes up with it?
I think Kennett has
Kennett
it.
says they have it. Let's see. And they do. Well, Kennett comes out of the bottom of the pile with it. Let's see. Yes.
Yeah.
Kennett football. Turnover. Doniphan. So Kennett again getting pressure on Wellington, and that time they stripped the ball out of there. See if we can put some more points on the board, leading 34-0 with 8:03 to play, third quarter.
It's getting nippy up here.
Would you have ever thought you'd have said that?
Not
after
on
last
the second
Friday
game
night.
of the year. I wouldn't have ever.
Next week we're at Sykeston to take on the Bulldogs. Kennett offense back out there. Tied DJ Jones out of the shotgun. A couple of backs surrounds him, and he'll fake the handoff. The flag comes in, and they'll throw it down the sideline. A man wide open, and the pass is overthrown. And streaking down the sideline was Spencer Potts. But probably going to be a procedure penalty against Kennett. Back him up 5 yards. It could have been someone lined up in the neutral zone. We'll see. Now they're they're
going the other way.
Yep. The side judge threw that flag, and it's going to be a 5-yard penalty against Doniphan. So it'll be a 1st and 5 now. 32-yard line, the line of scrimmage from the Doniphan 32. Marquise Pittman, the tailback behind the quarterback. Jones takes the snap, throws a screen pass near side. Pass is complete down the sideline. Should have the first down as they get it to Spencer Potts, the senior.
I think that's the first reception of the night for him.
Yeah, Spencer caught it and ran it down the sideline. Moved the chains. First down, Kennett. 7:43 to play, third quarter. Kennett leads 34-0.
Enough to get the first down.
Nose of the football just touching the 25-yard line of Doniphan.
25-yard line.
I've been impressed with Jones, the quarterback, just a sophomore. And, he hadn't played a whole lot of varsity action.
Just the tail end of last year when
that was it.
Our quarterback went down. There's a flag.
Flag comes in, and the quarterback is going to be wrapped up and brought down on the play.
Doniphan able to make the sack.
Side judge threw this one. Let's see if someone might have been offside again.
I believe.
They're kind of, nope.
Jalen Young,
no, I think
this one's on Kennett, I think.
This one's going to back Kennett up, I believe.
Doniphan players.
Procedure penalty. So a 5-yard penalty.
Kennett.
Back the football back to the 30-yard line. And an official timeout. So we will take one as well after we tell you that one of our great broadcast sponsors is Danny Glass. He's a Pima-Scott Dunklin Electric director, and Danny is a great supporter of high school sports and broadcast, and he's been a long-time sponsor of our Kennett Indian broadcast. We'll be back. Kennett
Called by Kennett.
will have the football at the 30 of Doniphan when we return right after this.
I'm Chase Birch, the branch manager and loan officer at Unico Bank in Kennett. I specialize in agricultural and commercial lending. At Unico Bank, we pride ourselves in working for our customers by having the knowledge and experience to best serve them, no matter what their banking needs may be. If you have a question about any of our banking services, just give me or any of our staff a call at 573-888-8808 or stop by 1115 Independence Avenue here in Kennett. Unico Bank, your homegrown bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
We better. All right, we're back. Thanks again to all of our great sponsors who make our broadcast possible. At 7:14 to play in the third quarter. Darryl was singing Loverboy song when we return. Kennett Indians trying to get it in the end zone here. 1st and 15, though, after a procedure penalty that they are facing. Jones, the quarterback, has Marquise Pittman, the tailback, behind him. 3 receivers to the left side. Caden Taylor tied in on the right side of the line. Jones takes the snap and looks to throw. Now throws a little screen pass out to Pittman. Pittman has it. Lots of running room. Down the sideline. Gets a block and into the end zone. Touchdown. Boy, he got a great block out there on the corner by Spencer Potts. And Spencer really was the key in Pittman getting in the end zone. I don't know that anyone can stop him when he gets that head of steam up.
He's got the speed, plus he's got the moves too. So
you see your instant replay brought to you by NEA Baptist Hospital. We appreciate them sponsoring our instant replay. As Kennett did not get the Baker Implement red zone, they just took it right to the house. No big red tractor needed on that scoring play, and it's 40-0 Kennett, and they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. And here's Darrell's famous
800-pound
buffet formation. Trying to get it in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Jones, the quarterback, Pittman, the tailback behind him, and a lot of meat up in front of him. Play clock is not running. Now they hand it. Nope. Jones is going to roll, going to throw toward the end zone, throws behind his receiver, but caught in the end zone. Couldn't see who that was that caught that ball. We'll get a look at the instant replay.
44, I think.
44, Caden Taylor with the reception. That's a nice pass. The ball was thrown behind Taylor. He had to go back and get it. 7:04 to play third quarter, and the clock will start running. Hopefully 42-0 Kennett. We'll be back with more as we kick it away to the Dons right after this.
CLGW makes it easy to work or play online with their fiber internet service available for residential or business use. CLGW Fiber Internet offers lightning-fast connection speeds with a larger bandwidth for faster data transmission and no data caps. Packages start as low as $19.99 per month with no contracts, and it's billed right with your utilities. CLGW is local, which means faster service times for outages and trouble calls, and local technicians when you call in. Call CLGW today for more info, 888-5366, or online at CLGW.net.
Well, Kennett set to kick it away, leading 42-0, thanks to Tad Jones. I don't know if I mentioned Tad. We talked to him a little bit during our broadcast. Tad sets up our broadcast and all of our live streams. He has another computer sitting beside him, and he's in both of those live streams doing work during the ball game. And thank goodness, because it's way over my head. Probably most folks with all that he's doing during a broadcast. So we appreciate his help in getting these on. A high kick this time. And again, Doniphan has it go off the shoulder
gonna
pad.
Come up with it.
The ball is loose, and Don was right there. May have fell on it. Woo! That was a good opportunity, though. But
I think Doniphan did come up with it.
One of the Kennett players a little injured on that play.
No,
they say Kennett had it. Kennett comes up with it.
Oh, goodness.
Was able to come up with it.
Smukes may have jammed a finger on that play as he's coming off to the sideline, but Kennett gets the football as Doniphan's had a hard time fielding the kickoffs cleanly.
I'm getting texts and people are loving your buffet formation.
The buffet formation. I'll tell Coach Webster we're going to name that the buffet formation.
We need a buffet to sponsor.
Yeah, we need a sponsor for the buffet
there
formation. You go. And if we score, everybody gets a discount on the buffet.
Well, Grecian does it ever so often.
Yeah. Well, we need to talk to the Grecian.
McCormick's does it every day. And the Chinese restaurant also.
Kennett with the football, 1st and 10 after the Doniphan turnover from the 32. It's passed to Duncan. Duncan breaks one tackle, still on his feet inside the 30, and still on his feet. Cuts back inside. He's still on his feet. Caleb trying to go down to the 12-yard line.
Oh, man.
Caleb did not go down that time. I thought he was going to step out of bounds. The official says, wind that clock, please.
Carrying the ball for
what,
Caleb,
Duncan, that's just kind of ball carrier he is, or ball player that he is. That time a ball carrier after the reception.
Hunter Jones.
So Kennett moves in the Case IH Baker Implement red zone with that. Now the official winds the clock.
Break or water break on the field.
Okay, we do have a water break, so we'll take one as well. As it looked like they're going to leave the clock running during the water break. Daryl and I would be fine with that. Let's take a break. Be back with more right after this.
At Sonic Drive-In in Kennett, our priority isn't just great service, it's great experiences. Whether you're coming for a cherry limeade on your lunch break or picking up shakes with your team after a big win, we're ready for you. Want a burger for breakfast or breakfast for dinner? No problem. We serve our full menu all day long, delivered with a smile. This is how we Sonic. Order through the Sonic app and get half-price drinks and slushes all day long. Open till midnight. Sonic Drive-In, 1101 First Street in Kennett.
At First State Community Bank, we pride ourselves on our personal, friendly approach, and our commitment to the community makes us an effective business partner. That's why we're proud to announce that our efforts have earned us the title of Best In-State Bank for the state of Missouri, awarded by Forbes. We are incredibly grateful to our customers who allow us to be their trusted financial partner. Thank you for your confidence in FSCB and for this recognition as one of the best banks in the state. First State Community Bank. Success starts here. Member FDIC. Online at fscb.com.
Quickly back to action. Jones takes the snap, sets up, looks to throw. Now being pressured. He's going to run it. Turns toward the sideline and knocked out of bounds. Again, Jones gets some positive yardage out of that carry. And you mentioned a lot of times, I know last year, he would just sit back in that pocket and hold it and hold it and hold it and then maybe take a big sack or a loss on the play.
He did that a few times last week. We were up in the press box saying, throw it, just throw it. Overthrow somebody, just throw it. And he took several sacks that cost him lots of yardage. But tonight, it's a little bit better decision-making. Of course, it may be because of the team. But he's seeing that, okay, I don't have any place to throw it. They're really coming after me a little bit. I'll just run it.
But he gained 3 yards on the play. Kennett has to hurry. 2 seconds on the play clock as they went to the sideline. They get the flag flies in. They didn't get the play underway. Boy, you really have to hurry if you go over to the sideline and get a play call, and they didn't get back out there, so it's going to be a delay of game against Kennett. Procedure penalty. That'll back them up, and it'll be second and about 12 for the Indians. 62-0. Portersville rolling over the Hayti Indians. For Mark Ellis, Daryl and I discussed this, Mark, that we're talking about that buffet formation. When you're built like me and Daryl, then we can call it what it is.
Room to call it that way.
Mark, it's not a Mark Ellis formation.
No,
is it? No. Here we go. 2nd and 12 for the Indians. And the handoff to Pittman straight ahead. He stood up and brought down about the 10-yard line is where they're going to spot him. The good news is the clock is running here. Kennett leading 42-0. I was impressed with Portageville last week playing Savannah, but, you never know the team you're playing against, but Savannah had a big squad, and they had a good season last year, and Portageville went on the road and impressed me when I saw them.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 for the Indians. Ball is on the 10, so the Indians can pick up a first down at the 3. Duncan in the backfield alongside Marquise Pittman, and then the snap goes to the quarterback who rolls left. Jones looks toward the end zone, had a man. Now he reverses his field and just throws it away. Didn't have any, had a man open just for a moment.
Pressure put on the quarterback,
but that gives you a 4th and 7 instead of maybe throwing an interception.
That's true.
Pass incomplete.
And I'm not so sure that he'd have got a whole lot of yards if he decided just tuck it and run.
Going to bring up 4th and 7 for Kennett.
4th and 7 for the Indians as we're down to 1:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. Kennett leads 42-0. Again, Kennett over toward the sideline, getting the play call. 15 seconds of the play clock as they come back toward the line of scrimmage. Jones will have Marquise Pittman to his right. Duncan in a slot position out to the right side. 2 other receivers out to the right. Jones takes the snap, hands it off to Pittman, who works his way inside and going to be very close to the first down marker. Let's see if he picks it up. The Sticks, they put him down over there, and we'll wait for the official call. It's either Doniphan football or they're going to measure this one. They're going to bring the Sticks on. You know what the good news is, Darryl? They're going to bring the Sticks out, and the clock continues to run.
And we'll be done with the 3rd quarter by the time they get this measurement done. It's close. I'm not sure he got it, but it's close.
And that's on the far end of the field from where we're located. They stretch the chains, and they are just about the length of the football short. So Doniphan will stop the Indians here. Final seconds of the 3rd quarter, 42-0 our score. I think Darrell's going to call it about right. As the chain gang goes over, they'll put the Sticks down, and the offense will come out on the field for Doniphan. They're going to switch down here, and we're going to get a good view of it when the 4th quarter starts. 42-0. Kennett with the lead. Doniphan will have the football as that will end the 3rd quarter of action. From Doniphan, back with the 4th quarter right after this.
Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whenever you want. In your life and on your farm, Case IH AFS Connect gives you more control. Monitor your operation, manage your fleet and your farm data your way. Case IH, rethink productivity.
Yeah, it is. I might turn my heat on.
Who would have thought we'd be wanting to turn the heat on, but getting a little chilly here in Doniphan, believe it or not, as the Indians will try to get a stop. Doniphan is backed up inside their own 5-yard line after they stop the Indians on downs as we go to the 4th quarter, 42-0. Kennett Indians lead this one. Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods, they're one of our great sponsors. They're not just a name, they're a tradition. For over 60 years, they've been the premier sports provider of area teams, coaches, and players. They wish the Indians of Kennett good luck in all the area teams this season. When you need sporting goods, it's Skeeter Kell.
That's where Tad's got to go, hometown of Skeeter Kell, I think.
That's it. I think Tad is sporting a Kennett Indian hat from Skeeter Kell, courtesy of Lance Penn. Hello, Lance. Where's mine? Where's Darrell's? A little confusion for Kennett. They scramble a man back out. Wellington, the quarterback, out of his end zone, takes the snap, and he's going to run it, and he's met by the Indians.
I believe it's a safety.
Forward progress was out to the 2.
Oh, they're going to give him forward progress.
Yeah, they're going to say it was almost a safety, and Caleb Duncan was all over Brody Wellington. And Wellington looks like he's slow getting up. Boy, Doniphan does not need that guy injured. They're motioning, and that is Wellington down on the turf. If Wellington goes down for Doniphan, the rest of the season is going to look very dim. So thoughts are with the senior, Brody Wellington. Very talented players. They come out and check on Wellington. Jim Bollinger and Sons, they're the place to call for your heat and air conditioning. They also do plumbing, electrical work. They can do it all at Jim Bollinger and Sons. They have a location right in Kennett. They're also in Dexter, so you can give them a call, 888-3687, and they can take care of whatever you need. The loss on the play is back to the 2-yard line, and the concern now for the senior, for Doniphan, Brody Wellington, as he was stopped at the 2, and then he had 2 or 3 Indians pushing him backwards, and he fell about a yard or 2 into the end zone, and that's where he is now.
And I don't think that's a cramp. That's
no,
an actual injury right
now
there.
He is setting up, so that's a little bit of good news. Has the helmet off. Wellington has been the workhorse. Even when he wasn't in at quarterback in the first half, he was their main guy. He's up on his feet. Good news there for Doniphan. Round of applause for Wellington, both from the Doniphan and Kennett fans here. He's walking off under his own power, and that is good to see. Get a ball game like this, you don't want to get anyone injured. That's in any ball game. You don't want to get anyone injured.
Too early in the season, you don't.
And you're a senior, and you work so hard. And tell you what, he's a talent. Not only can he run it, but he has thrown some spirals way down the field. So the guy has a pretty good arm as well. He just doesn't have the blocking up front, and he really doesn't have the receivers that can get separation, and that's the difference. You put Wellington on a team that had some blocking and some receivers, and this guy, he could put up some huge numbers, so hopefully he's okay. Clock is running just inside of 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Doniphan will have a 2nd and 12 after the loss of 2 on the last play, and the worst news is the football's down on their 2. Brody Wellington, their quarterback, is out of the ball game. We'll see. Looks like Hodo is back in there. Cliff Hodo, the junior, started the ball game. Then they went to Logan Price. Now Doniphan has a player coming on very late as he comes on at a receiver position on the right side. Still 19 seconds on the play clock, so they got plenty of time. Hodo standing in his end zone, awaits the snap, gets the snap, throws it to the near side, and the pass is caught for no gain. The pass was a little bit underthrown. They might have got a yard on that play.
I think they gave him a yard.
Okay, Darrell's going to give him a gain of a yard on the play.
Well, if they don't, I am anyway.
Yeah. They're out at the 3. They're out at the 3, so 3rd down and about 11 to go for Doniphan. Inside their own 5.
We got a timeout, Doniphan.
Doniphan's going to take a timeout and talk things over. 8:30 to play in the football game. Darrell, the good news is the clock continues to run. Let's take a timeout and let the clock run. How about us? As once again, Brody Wellington was injured on this drive. The law office of Peltz, McMullen, Edgington, and Morgan. They're another one of our great broadcast sponsors. We appreciate all of the crew. They have years of experience. They are the name to trust when you need an attorney. Located at 217 College Avenue in Kennett. Or give them a call at 888-4644. Musical selection here tonight. We've had a vast variety of
60s, 70s, 80s. I heard a country song in there for a while.
Doniphan making their way back out to the field. And if you're curious, the clock did run during this timeout. Lewis Olgen. I haven't mentioned Lewis, Tad. You got to remind me. Lewis is upstairs, so we don't see him all the time, but he's up there running the camera for you, as he does for the majority of our Kennett Indian broadcasts. We appreciate Lewis with his help. Now Price, the quarterback. He gets the snap. Boy, no, that's not Price. That's number 15, Wooldridge, out of the Wildcats. Yeah.
Who had the big
He had the big run. Well, he had a little bit of room, but only gets out to about the 5-yard line. So it's going to be 4th down for Doniphan.
Wooldridge carrying for Doniphan. Slight gain on the play.
So it's 4th and 9 from the Doniphan 5. And they set up in punt formation. Kennett should get great field position as Pittman goes back, and he's going to stand on his 30-yard line.
Number 50, Caden Buffington.
Buffington has had some nice punts. Left-handed or left-footed punter. So he stands deep in his end zone. Play clock runs out. I don't think the officials have seen it, and they didn't never blow a whistle. He gets the punt away, and a nice spiral goes over the head of Pittman, and that's going to roll across midfield. Somehow he gets it out of there with a lot of pressure, and that one goes into Indian territory.
I think the sideline over there for Doniphan is trying to tell the guy to pick it up and run, because they said they're trying to say that it hit Pittman's
It was very close. It was very close.
Ball going to be placed on.
But there was nothing but 0 on that play clock for about 5 seconds, and I think the officials decided
to let that one go.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do have the winning ticket for the 50-50 raffle.
Next week, we want to remind you, we'll be at Sykeston to take on the Sykeston Bulldogs. Scheduled 7 o'clock start time next Friday from Sykeston.
Is 7-3-9.
Once again, Monty has been updating scores, and most of our local broadcasts are way out of hand. Park Hill Central 63-26 over Caruthersville. That ball game was a game early. Hayti getting shut out by Portageville 62-0 on their new turf. Handoff and nothing there. And that time was Leaker at quarterback. Will Leaker, just a freshman. And the handoff went to Nicholas Fonda. We mentioned Fonda. He's another freshman. As Coach Webster getting a lot of his starters out. Very good decision there. Zane Franklin. Boy, this guy, 6'1", 150. He goes out there, and he looks like an NFL wide receiver. When he went out of
second 14.
A lot of freshmen out on the field for the Indians here. And Will Leaker at quarterback. Has a running back behind him. Will takes the snap, runs the option, now pitches it, and the tackle is made as once again with the carry is Nicholas Fonda. Not much there. It's going to bring up 3rd down for the Kennett Indians. Maybe a loss of 1 on the play.
Looks like they're going to call it dead.
3rd and 14 for Kennett.
Kennett still gains possession of the ball. That's going to bring up 3rd.
Leaker gets the play call, and
if you have a ticket for the 50-50
see if the Indians can
that number again in just a minute.
Convert a 3rd and long. Leaker has Fonda behind him in the formation. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Takes the snap, hands it to Fonda. Fonda, pretty good running room this time, but he runs into a wall of Dons at the 45-yard line, and
number 50, Caden Buffington.
He is upended.
Another black and gold.
So that'll stop the Indians, and they'll be forced to punt it away. 3:29 clock running here in the 4th quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me announce the winning ticket again for the 50-50 raffle. Look at your
Did you buy a ticket?
I didn't even know about a ticket.
No.
Winning ticket is
It was probably your lucky night.
It was. I probably should have bought it.
9, 6, 8, 7.
Tad Jones is going through his ticket. So did you have a winner, Tad?
7.
A pocket full of
9, 6.
That's usually what I have, a pocket full of the numbers they don't call.
Congratulations to whoever won the 50-50.
Another one of our great sponsors, Kennett Trust Bank, 917 First Street in Kennett, locally owned, full-service banking, serving Kennett and the surrounding area since 1963. Appreciate Kennett Trust Bank and their sponsorship of our broadcast. Doniphan out on the field. Now Kennett sets up in punt formation. No, actually, Doniphan already has the football. So Doniphan will get it, and they'll try to turn the corner, and nothing there. Good job defensively.
That's back to
Cody Wellington coming around the corner.
So Wellington with the carry.
As he turned the corner.
Good to see Wellington back out there with his green glove on his left hand.
Slight loss on the play. That's going to bring up
Second and about 11. 2 minutes to play in the ball game. Again, we're at Sykeston next Friday night. Caden Taylor comes off the field. Wellington, 3 blockers up in front of him along that line, trying to give him some protection, and the ball was tipped, and Wellington falls on it. One of the Indians was about to scoop it, and someone grabbed the Indian player and just held him, which was a smart play because it let the Dons fall on it.
Dexter leading Sykeston 15-0.
Woo! Well, how you like that? Dexter, they may be fired up by the time they meet the Kennett Indians this year.
They probably will be, knowing that Pixley is now on the coaching staff.
That ball game will be at Kennett this year, by the way. 1 minute to play in this football game. Wellington out of the shotgun. Again, 3 blockers. This time the snap is clean to him, but has nowhere to run. He's going to be brought down at the 45 for another loss of 1. Kennett just continues to be very strong up front.
Keeps the ball. Tackled.
Looks like Kennett got out of this ball game without, knock on wood, with 30 seconds remaining. Any injuries that's going to hurt the team. Did see a few guys suffering from some cramps and trying to walk that off, but that's still typical. But nothing like it probably was last week with the cramping going on.
Oh, it was
hot temperatures.
About every 3 plays.
4th down and 20 to go for Doniphan from the 45, and a delay of game with 5 seconds to play in the ball game. That was a smart move because the clock's still going to run, and that's going to be the end of the ball game. 42-0. Kennett beats Doniphan here at Doniphan to go 2-0 on the season. We'll take a break, come back, and wrap up our broadcast right after this.
Delicious deals for delicious meals at McDonald's. Get exclusive deals on your McDonald's favorites in the McDonald's app with contactless mobile order and convenient drive-through pickup. Get a free large fries when you download the McDonald's app and join My McDonald's Rewards. Download it today. Your local Kennett McDonald's has been serving the Kennett community for over 30 years and is proud to support area youth.
All your friends at the local McDonald's wish the Kennett Indians a safe and successful season. Go Indians!
At American Elite Realty, your business is appreciated. They are locally owned and support the communities you live in. Their professional agents can help you find your new home or commercial property. They work closely with your lender to make the buying process easy. Contact a professional agent at 573-888-5373 or view their listings at AmericanEliteRealty.com. Tina Privet, broker, an equal housing opportunity company.
American Elite Realty is proud to support the Kennett Indians and wishes them a successful season.
Tee it up at the Kennett Country Club. They currently have a membership special where your first month is free. Non-members can play with a green fee, and cart rentals are available. Hit range balls from daylight till dark with their new range ball dispenser. See the great selection of Rescue, FootJoy, Vineyard Vine, and Callaway clothing, plus hats, gloves, and all the accessories. Tee it up at the Kennett Country Club. Get your team signed up for the 3-person scramble September 9th and 10th at the Kennett Country Club.
Perry Jones, Darryl Wilcoxon back at Doniphan. Big win for the Indians. Didn't score in the first quarter, but they put the pressure on after that. ran the score up. We had the turbo clock, and now they turned the clock off to save the electricity here at Doniphan as Kennett gets a big victory. You're watching some of the highlights of the ball game. Duncan Sheet Metal, they're one of our great Kennett Indian football broadcast sponsors. Turn to the experts at Duncan Sheet Metal for your heating and cooling needs. They wish Caleb Duncan and the Kennett Indians a safe and successful season on the South Bypass in Kennett. Kennett 2-0. Going to Sikeston.
Going to Sikeston. Sikeston lost. Well, I don't know if that game's over with, but they were losing 15-0. So hopefully Kennett could make 3-0 next week.
Daryl, you got any final numbers for us?
Well, Doniphan stayed in the negative, but that's not surprising. But the Kennett Indians, Jones had 165 yards passing.
Not bad.
Not bad
for
at
the
all.
Sophomore. He's going to be an impressive player.
And Pittman over 100 yards running tonight. So, I mean, they had some – and Jones had 67 yards rushing. So, the offense was starting to click and do good after that first quarter. So, hopefully that will stay the same next week. They'll get up there and show Sikeston what we've got.
Well, Sikeston, a bigger school. They'll probably have bigger numbers and bigger players, but you're not playing them in basketball. You're playing them in football, and Kennett's had some good success against the Bulldogs in the last few years, and we look to go 3-0 with a win at Sikeston. We'll have the broadcast for you next Friday night. Thanks to Lewis Olgen, our camera operator. Lewis up top. He's ready to bring his equipment down. Tad Jones, he's been running all of our videos this evening, as it's been great bringing this one to you. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Thanks to Daryl Wilcoxon for joining us. That's going to do it for Kennett Indian football as the Indians about to get on the bus, head back to Kennett. And we wish you a very safe Labor Day holiday weekend. We'll talk to you again next Friday night with more Kennett Indian football.
This has been Kennett Indian Football. Sponsors for tonight's game include Kennett City Light Gas and Water, American Elite Realty, Harris Pharmacy, Glen Sane Motors, Unico Bank, McDonald's, the Law Office of Todd and Atwill, First State Community Bank, Keith's Pool Care and the Barbecue Shop, Baker Implement, Sonic Drive-In of Kennett, NEA Baptist Hospital, Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and Larry Boone at the Kennett Country Club. Audio sponsors include T.R. Baker Insurance, Duncan Sheet Metal, Cornerstone Pharmacy, Kennett Trust Bank, the Law Office of Peltz, McMullen, Edgington, and Morgan, Jim Bollinger and Sons Heating and Cooling, FM Bank, the Law Office of Jeff McCormick, and by Pibascott Dunklin Electric Commissioner Danny Glass. This broadcast has been a production of Pollock Broadcasting Company.